What the fuck is up, party people? My name is Mystery, and welcome back to another episode of the NCL Podcast. And we are back a second straight day. I am joined once again with my beautiful co-host and co-owner of the league, Kangaskhan enthusiast, James.
What's up, NCL? Another another amazing PR section. Let's get right into it.
My goat. Sounding a little tired, but you know what? He's still fighting through for you people because he loves you. And we are also joined by the People's Champ, NCL Season 9 champion, and should have been Season 7 champion, Just Snorlax. Welcome aboard.
Yes, sir. What is up? It's your boy Jamal. We are here again.
And shout out to everybody in the chat. We got a lot of goats in here and a lot of D2 coaches, so I think they're excited to hear
We
our
have a
thoughts on the
Hey,
ton of
teams.
gooners.
They're ready to hear the teams get shit on. Yeah, yeah. I'm kidding.
Speaking of
But
shitting on teams,
anybody that is listening, we do tease a lot, and obviously, I want to preference this before we get started. I like to do this before stuff because people, I think, tend to take things a little seriously. At the end of the day, this is PRs. This is me, Mystery, and Jamal's opinions. This does not reflect on how your team actually is, et cetera, et cetera. It's just how we feel. And the point of this is to help you get better. It's not to be a hate sesh or just a dog on your team. So
right?
don't take it that way. Take this as constructive criticism. And um, we're going to try and be positive as well as constructively criticism.
The
So
way I look at
just
it
take
is
this
if
with.
we rank you low, you should try to prove us wrong, and if we rank you high, try to prove us right. You know, like that's the only way to go about it. It shouldn't be like this means you're going to do bad or like I rank Ava high every season, and they either drop out or do shitty. So no, like with all due respect, to Ava, you know, like you know, just because you have a good team doesn't mean you're going to like do well, you know. And we watch
Yeah.
Times every season draft like the most heinous shit possible, and he still makes playoffs. So at the end of the day, it's more about
With luck.
objectively, you know, like what's true, what's the better teams, and like what's the most cohesive stuff. So
Right. With that
And remember,
said,
you can always improve.
true.
That's my biggest thing.
yeah. With that said, fuck y'all. Y'all suck at drafting. Let's get into it.
Let's do it. Let's do it. So we got Blue, coach of the Dallas Wingles, coming back for his second NCL season. We got Terra, Urshifu Rapid, Megaladios, Zapdos, Midauskarada, Pelipper, Tinkaton, Terra Reuniclus. I so happy. Sides to Toad, Z Confagrigus. He really is just pandering to me. I love it. Arboliva and Swalot.
Can I start this one off?
By all means, yeah.
So I don't hate this team. I don't think this team is objectively like awful. My biggest thing is I think Harris said it earlier, funny enough, and not to copy off Harris's homework or anything like that, but I fully agree in the fact that I just think this team's a little greedy. It feels like you started out with something, saw something else. It's like a little kid in a toy shop, where like you bring them next to the Legos and they're like, oh, well, I really want that. And then you bring them next to the Hot Wheels and they're like, they drop whatever they had before and they're like, oh, I really, really want that. You know what I mean? And that's really what this team feels like, where it's like you started off really strong and then you saw something else that you probably liked. And then you were like, oh, let's pivot over to that. And you kind of just got like this jumbled team. Don't get me wrong. I think that it can still function, and I still think that this can win games, specifically in D2. I just think you kind of ended up with a bunch of mons slapped together. Um, Reuniclus is kind of on here. I don't think it's going to Terra because Urshifu is such a greedy Terra, but I can see the matchups in which it works. And then my biggest thing, Harris pointed out earlier, but the biggest greed part of this is it just feels like why did we need rain? I feel like I would have rather just kind of fit another piece onto your Shifu
Zapdos.
part. And that's exactly how it feels, Jamal, right? Like it's like you had Zap, you were like, oh, I could kind of get rain. And then originally you had like Ursaluna, and so your Scald swap ins was like just Megaladios, which kind of blows, especially because you don't really want to get burned. Um, so Seismitoad ended up coming on, and now you're like weird pseudo rain. So I just think it's a lot of jumbled pieces.
I
I
think he
think
has
that
pretty
it's
good skull
coherent
swap
enough.
ins.
Yeah, Zapdos. Looking at it a little more,
Pelipper,
it's like Pelipper
Reuniclus,
now.
Arboliva, Toad,
Yeah,
Latias. Like,
before I just mean before he made the changes, he had like no Scald swap in.
okay.
Um, but because he didn't have Rioni before, he didn't have Toad. Pelly was good, I'll give you that. Um, And like I said, I think this is coherent. I think it can win games. I don't hate it. I think he kind of got greedy with a couple mons, and I feel like there's just a teensy weensy amount of wasted point potential.
Jamal, you want to go?
Yeah, I got this. I mean, I think the biggest thing that I don't like is that I don't know. I feel like it gets kind of weird. I honestly like the team when we're not bringing the rain guys. So when Pelipper is on the bench, I think this team is pretty cool because in most games that should look something like Terra Rapid Strike, Megalotti, shit those, take a ton, and then combination of Meow, Size Artillery Euclid, whatever.
Cough.
Because I'm something like that. I think that looks fine. I think you can have very good game plans with those 6 months, but then it's when you feel like you're oh, you know what? Offensive Zapdos looks good this game. I got to bring Pelipper. Then it's now it gets a little awkward because yeah, you have pretty good electric assist and your Mega, Seismitoad, and Arboliva. It's more but then it's Seismitoad. I don't see him being around long that game, especially if you're running Swift Swim, and then you're taking a boosted water attack. He can't swap into a boosted water attack for you, and then that puts a lot of pressure on Megalotti, and Arboliva's not coming every game. So it's I feel like when we try to bring the Pelipper, things get awkward. When we don't bring Pelipper, I think this team is fine. I don't think it's great. I don't think it's bad though. I think it's just fine. I think the rain part makes it awkward. I wish if we're gonna get sewer rain, I feel like we maybe don't commit the side toad unless that's just the ground type you wanted / the only ground type you could have found because oh my goodness, fire ground types was torturous this season. But even if Saito stays, I low-key wish Pelipper's Politoed just to save points.
Right.
But at the same time, Pelipper gets U-turn, so it's I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like instead of Reuniclus, I hyped up Reuniclus really, really hard yesterday, but it also fit much better. I think everyone in this call would agree, fit much better in Tristan's team than it does on this team. So just go, because how much is Politoed? He can't be more than 8 points, right? I can't imagine.
It's 6, right? Or
is he?
He's 6 points, yeah.
He is. Where is Politoed?
In Control 5? Where is
Yeah, we're gonna have to. Politoed. We're doing this live.
He's in 5.
He's at 5
He's
points.
at 5. Oh, see?
So
that's I see a lot of points.
That's what I'm saying, man. For 5 points, you can go get Politoed and get Reuniclus and Pelipper off this team. And, I definitely think Pelipper's the better Pokemon, but when you're spending that, Politoed, if you're running Rain, you really want to keep this Rain stuff, then it needs to be Politoed. It needs to be a secondary option, and not someone that you, Pelipper's coming when Rain is, a much more present part of the team. This shouldn't be your number one option. This should be, you have great matchup, I can bring this. And please get Reuniclus.
Or offensive Zapdos has a great game. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
If Zapdos has a great game offensively, go ahead.
It just feels like Pelipper wants to be such a it wants to be a special breaker so bad on this team, and it's just not. I don't know.
I think Lottie and Zapdos can handle and cough.
So, Boo, you keep saying there's nothing. Listen, bro. Yeah, I think you're looking from too much of a simplistic perspective. You gotta get creative, my boy. Just look at the team to the right of you.
I wouldn't look at the team to the right of you.
I do look at it. Yeah.
No.
yes. Anyway, but for real, it's you gotta just get creative. Listen, you see my ground types with Rikas. I had to get creative with that.
But yeah,
it don't gotta be the best of the best.
If Politoad's here, I feel much stronger about this team's cohesion. Where I feel like you make it a secondary option, totally fine with the team. So as it stands, not a huge fan, but I do like it overall.
Actually, Alpha, I like that too. Maybe possibly make Zapdos Terra so that you can Terra fly and that can miss Hurricane. You know,
That's interesting.
consider
I'm not
that.
usually a huge fan of Terra Zap, but he's relatively cheap because like no one's ever drafted it. Taylor drafted it and then got rid of it like a week later. So,
Yeah, just the option to like help with like issue. Like if you can't find anything, maybe you can make your other mods more strong. You know.
right.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
hate that because that would like I feel like that's more immediate pressure on Zapdos being offensive, which I like. Like it takes pressure off of it.
Anyway, solid team. Definitely
Yeah.
has room to improve though. Next up, we have the Virginia Vibravas. Ace, welcome to the NCL, buddy. And we are rocking out with Dragapult, and you know what? I'm going to read the non-terrorist first of the team. We have Dragapult, we have Rotom Wash. He's not a terrorist normally on this team. He's not great, but Blastoise. Ogerpon.
There's Ogrepon, there's Mega Hair Cars.
Look, I'll just read the team. Dragapult, Terra Celesteela, Terra Lokix, Rotom Wash, Mega Heracross, Glamora, Z, Ogerpon Teal, which is definitely interesting. Blastoise, Rhyperior, Delphox, and Alchemy. Once again, the Terra Lokix finds his way into a D2 team. What's new? he is
He's
unfortunately
back.
returned.
We just got a glimpse and he's back.
I didn't talk a ton about this last one, so let me I'll take the wheel here.
Okay.
I like that Ace got a real T-Spiker and like hazard setter with Pult, because I think this is something that people seem to really struggle with Pult for some reason, is like just getting like the basic things that makes Pult like really good. I'm a fan of that. I think this team has pretty cool hazard setting with Glamora, Ogerpon, Rhyperior, I think, and honestly even like Heracross. Like I think you should be able to get hazards up like all the time. I think Pult plus Dragapult, Pult plus Heracross, like I think are a good combo. Like the things
Yeah.
that, you know, if people want to swap in their like bulky normals, like they're splashable, like the Licky Lickies of the world. Obviously Heracross is going to deal just fine with those. After that, I'm not really a fan. It's kind of mid, if I'm honest. Like I think there's a lot of shit that I just, a lot of these mons I'm not a huge fan of. I think low kicks is like, it's fine in a D2 setting, and you are in D2, so at the end of the world, or at the end of the day, it's not the biggest deal, but I don't think he's of like a very high ceiling Pokemon. I think he's very high floor. Celesteela, I don't know. I just don't like tearing your steel type all that much, and especially when it's Celesteela. I guess like maybe it'll make setup like a little bit easier, but I don't know. It just has like a fuck ton of like these rando Pokemon that like kind of want to be like the star player a little bit, and I'm just not sure. Like Dragapult's got to set a lot of these guys up, and I'm just not sure how it's gonna go. But it's better than what it was. The Porygon was a horrible pick. I got to be real. But he's gone now, so unfortunately, Lil Gunna had to go. But Jamal, do you want to? Obviously, you're Ace's guy. What do you?
I got this. All right. Listen, so I talked to Ace, of course, about this, and I'm like, he told me, he was planning on, he really wanted to try Dragon Pokemon, so that made sense. And like, he told me why he used their little kicks. And it's like, I think the biggest like sabotage was just getting things way too early. Like, I know you said you want to use Poke plus Glamora, but we did not need Glamora round 2. That shit can go like last round, and at least in this server, if you want to play it safe, that it should have been the 4th round pick, unlike Porygon 2. Like, I think like, that was the biggest thing, just getting mods a little too early. So like after Porygon 2 and Terra Low Kicks was taking like round 4 and 5 or something like that. Or yeah, because Road Watch was 3. It was like, okay, I'm like, okay, we just gotta try to make a kind of unfortunate situation. We gotta make the best of an unfortunate situation. Plus we got 10,000 points to work with. So I was like, so at least, I gave the idea of like seeing Ogerpon, because I think Ogerpon was nice for like the speed tier, and like, that has another fast guy besides like Dragapult. And I think C could actually be cool on this because it gets the coverage. It's allowed to run, it can run different items. So it's like it gets pretty cool coverage as well. And it kind of gives Tealpon that like boost of like offense that it could be lacking at times. No sir, we're not making Ogrepon Terra. That would be I don't think that's the play because I think it would be too much points. And I think we wouldn't get as much of it as a benefit. I think C is a nice balance where it's like we're not spending as many points and we still get a benefit from it, which is why I told him to go with C. Terogapon, I think could be cool. And then it's like the Blastoise, I know he's weird, but like we desperately need another remover because I do not like remover, Rotom Wash, and Glamora. And I think that's like very weak. So I felt like Blastoise, even though it could maybe be kind of awkward, I'm like, it's the best like remover left on there, so we just gotta pick it up. And then
this team was crying for a Don fan.
For real, we want. Oh my! Imagine if Don Fay came home. Oh my goodness, we could have done something. But yeah, then like Mega Heracross, like you said, I think it pairs really well with the Dragapult because Dragapult, most guys gonna send they're like, I guess they can send their fairy, but they gonna send their like steel type. We turn out, we bring in Heracross, and we can go crazy from there. Very strong Pokemon. Plus, it's like Ace to have a Mega yet. Can't get like the high tier one, so it's like I think Heracross was a fine enough fit. And then basically the thought, just overall, just trying to like fill in and like basically the idea like afterwards like trying to get the best mods that can benefit the team. So it's like even though it's still not the best, like you said, it's better with the changes. I think obviously it'd be nice to get some more changes. Like, I would love to not have like double rock, but Rhyperior's like was like one of the best grounds left available third grade. So it's like And then Terra Stealer, I think it's fine as a Terra because it's like it's not good Terra all the time, but it's still gonna put in work even if it doesn't. But I think Terra gives Ace that option to where it's like he can run offensive. And like basically Terra's supposed to make up the difference between like the like rock or the Atomize sets with like C Stealer since he can't run a C move. Terra's supposed to give that extra boost they need. So that was the thought process there.
I get that, and I don't think it's a super greedy, like you said. Like it's not going to tear that much. So I think like Low Kicks at least has a I think these two as Terra captains do like pair well together. Like I don't think they're gonna get in each other's way where it's like, no, I want to Terra, no, I want to Terra. Like I don't think that's gonna happen. So
exactly. Whereas Tealpon would be greedy as fuck. Like, give me
right,
that.
Exactly. If you get that mod, then that should be the Terra every week. And I agree with you, Blue, that like overall that would be the best of the Terra captains here. It wouldn't flow with either one of those two. Now, if that's how if you felt stronger about Ogrepon than about these two, I guess. But at that point, I would just rather see Low Kicks get the fuck off the team. So, Ace, at some point, if you feel like these Terra captains aren't working, I definitely would Terra the Ogrepon Teal and then reshuffle, like getting Low Kicks out and getting like a different Dark, which the Darks are very poverty at this point, so good luck.
Right.
But I think this team has options. James, is there anything you want to say?
My biggest, go ahead, Joel.
Just real quick. Blue, I agree the Low Kicks makes no sense, but I literally said he just wanted to use it. And I'm not gonna get in the whole tangent, but I'm like, I'm not gonna tell someone if there's a mod they want to use. I may like groan and be like, come on, man, why are we trying to use this mod? But if that's something they want to use, I'm just gonna allow them. I'm not gonna stop them. I'm gonna try to support as best as I can because I literally do the same thing. I literally use Monkey Dory in that March Madness tour because I'm trying to get him off this stupid list.
Fucking Pickles, dude. He's got Pult, he's got Rotom Wash, he's got Blastoise, Glamora. Like, even Delphox, if you want to count that.
That's
like,
what I'm saying.
This team has plenty of special attackers. This isn't...
I don't know. You not talking Pickles about missing Rose. Let's not get started on your team again. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, go ahead, James.
I think, unfortunately, I'm going to kind of... It got me pacing because I agree with Jamal so much in the fact of, like, you have to realize if someone really wants to use a mon, you can bitch and complain on a team specifically. And
Trust
in
me,
PRs, that's what we're going to do. Yeah. I was going to say, in PRs, it's what we're going to do. We're going to point out the flaws. The biggest flaw in this team is the Low Kicks. That's immediately what I go to in my mind. And I feel like because this thing is on the team, you have a lot of compressed rolls. And then unfortunately, as much as I hate to admit it, Ace's draft was just extremely poor originally, and I think this team is just
Yes.
unfortunately the combination of like we can bitch and moan about the roles that are on this team, but because the draft was so poor, this is kind of the best circumstance that we're going to get out of that. Well,
This-
obviously, I want to look at the team objectively in that fact. Like, I don't, there's obvious flaws in the team, but looking at it in a vacuum, there's a reason these pieces are here. I get it. I think this can function in a D2 setting. I actually do like the Terra Stila in the fact of not just on an offensive standpoint, which I think a lot of people talk about when talking about Stila, specifically with Terra. I like how it does fill the holes defensively because you have a lot of mons here that like feel like they want to come defensively, but I feel like we'll struggle to have a role from game to game because like both of your removers are water types, funny enough, and both of your setters in terms of rocks are rock types, and that can kind of be like taking an advantage of in a game. But therefore, like Celesteela can kind of patch that hole inside of there. That's what she said. With the defensive capabilities and stuff like that. So I don't think this is perfect, and I don't love
Definitely
looking
not.
at it, but I definitely see the role compression.
Oh no,
See
listen.
how
This
this
is an
can
ugly as
sustain.
fuck team. Respect.
But yeah, I think it's fine. I think I give this like I'd slap like a C- on this and move on.
Also, Robert, yes, you can run. So, like, say you wanted to run Terra Fire Celesteela for whatever reason, you can run then HP Fire on that. Obviously,
Yes.
just the Mon can't have Terra Blast as well on the same set. So, yeah, so that does open up Celesteela a little bit. Like, where, you know, if there was, I know he gets Flamethrower, so don't, you know, that was just a shut the hell up, Harris. Anyway, yeah, I don't hate it. I think I like Blue's team a little bit more.
Of course,
and
I like Blues more.
Yeah,
But yeah,
I agree.
honestly,
I think
like
for what
Ace,
it could have been.
Ace, I hate most of your teams. I don't hate this one quite as much as I hate most of your teams. So
I don't
you know.
look at it and like viscerally throw up. I just kind of like cough a little and move on. You
The
know?
thing is just like, you know, it's just like, damn, that's tough. Like it's one of those situations where it's like, man, what happens if we don't get round 4
It's like when
Porygon
your
2?
it's like when your sibling comes to you and they tell you like something shitty happened to them, but you really don't care, and you're just like, damn, that's tough, man, and you move on.
Or you
Yeah,
just
that's
got
like
or you just got done with like a shift at work, you know, a
Yeah.
long shift at work, and then you're told, and then you gotta wash your dishes before you can eat. It's like, damn.
Yep.
It's like, damn.
Yeah. I think we're gonna stick with Blue and Ace for now, but you know, we'll see where it ends up. I'm overall like, I'm more pro than I thought I was gonna be. So you know, there's pieces to work with here, Ace. I would give it a few weeks and then maybe reach out to Jamal or
Yeah.
fuck it, even me. You know, I'm trying to be nice, so you know, if
reach out to me, Abe.
no, do not reach out to James. Do not.
No, you definitely. That's what I'm saying. Listen. Give it a couple of weeks. Try 10 low kicks. If you're feeling it, okay. If you're not, it's go time. That's all I'm saying. It's go time.
I will tell you as well, Ace. Unfortunately, as much as D1 hates the Mon, you know how there's just like Mons that will farm D2 that are hated at D1 because they just don't do the same job. That is low kicks in a nutshell. So
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. If he does the farming, okay, you can keep him. You can keep him there. But if bro not doing his job, he can bounce out. He can first impression his way out of the game. Like you turn off the team.
Yeah. So, next up we have Max, the Calgary Cravometables. We have Tapu Koko, Terra Superior, Mega Medi, Terra Iron Crown, My Guy D-Knight, Toxapex, OnlyFans, Z Moltres Galar, Stutter Sparse, Typhlosion, and Miss Drevis. We got a lot of goats on this team. A lot of goats.
True, and then a lot of terrorists. But yeah.
There are some terrorists on this team and one pedophile. Shout out to Typhlosion. But
They not like us.
They not like us. They not like us. James, speaking of they not like us, what do you think about the team?
it has pieces. I like the pieces. I love Iron Crown and Tapu Koko together. Who would have thought? Hashtag not like us. I like Z Moltres Galar a lot. I think that's a really cool mon, and it's like a really cool like special breaker for this team. I like that a lot. Dragonite's always cool with Tapu Koko. I've always liked that pairing. I think it does well. Donphan's a good filler Pokemon. I'm not super sure what Serp and Medi are kind of doing here. I wish they were different pieces, but like I guess I can kind of see the vision. Um,
Medi
I
but
know I can
especially.
tweet a Medi, but yeah.
yeah, I like I see the Medi. I really don't understand the Serp. I feel like Coco does the job that Serp kind of wants to do, but like better and facilitates the team. So it's like, but
Whoa,
if
whoa,
you
whoa.
just
It was
actually want to use
suggested.
but um I just don't like I don't like see I feel like Max what you're saying right now is like I hate that little like I'm gonna just check all the boxes thing. Like it's a grass type, it's a speed tier I don't have, and it has like glare
Hmm.
support. I don't like I'm not drafting him on like the
Get him
nicest way
out.
Look,
possible
can I can I
for
can I
glare
jump in
support.
just real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Part of the reason Serp is Terra on this team, and I think everyone kind of feels like it's a point sink and not necessary with Crown and everything. Um, look, his low tiers were like mega dog ass, like super dog cheeks, like very very like dog urine. I don't know what else to say, like something dog. It was real bad. Darmanitan was on this team, like
I remember that.
so.
Oh
To
god.
me, I would rather see Terra Serp and just have like normal low tiers
Right.
than regular Serp and like the terrorist, the 911
Well,
starting five at the bottom. Like
right.
I'm all the way good, So
Well,
to
so real
me,
quick.
I'll take that. Go ahead, Jamal. Sorry.
No, no, real quick. First off, Harris, how you find a hard gift to make a Sharpedo? Come on, bro. This is crazy. How you find it? And I had to point that out in the chat. Also, second, my thing is like, because, I gave Max a suggestion for Superior and Mega Man. Well, Mega Man was a suggestion because I was like, oh, you know what's so cool with Top Coco? You don't have to think. Because I was like telling Max, like, just because you have Top Coco like terrain, that doesn't mean you have to just automatically think of every Cork Drive mod in the game and like try to get all of them on the team. I was like, there's other pairs you can do, and I was like informing him about like a old like team like Coco plus Mega Mansion because Coco's Electrade would boost like Mega Mansion's Thunder Punch to help with slow, bro.
Right.
So I was
Yeah.
letting him know about that. He's like, oh, I'm definitely going Meta because he wanted to use the Mega, he wanted to cross Mega Mansion off his list or whatever. So I'm like, okay, that's fine. The Superior was suggested was as a low tier grass because again, he kind of needs some speed. I know it's not the best, but it's like speed. It has glare support, and it was like if it can defog. It could remove hazards, and Donphin's not doing it. My thing is that I didn't know he was gonna make it terror surf. In my head, I'd keep that as regular surf, and then even on the current team, I would low key maybe I'm tripping, but I would low key like regular surf and then Terra Galar-Moltres, because I just think Terra Galar-Moltres is a very strong Terra user. That's just that's why I'm
Yeah, I
like
think he's both. I think he's good at Z and Terra. I agree.
yeah. He's just a strong gimmick guy. Like
Right.
D9, he look at D9,
I
he's
I
like, yeah,
hate
gimmick, bro.
Kinda
dude.
see what
Moltres
you're
Galar should not.
saying.
Moltres he needs a condom at all times. He needs to come with something. All right. He cannot be going raw.
Yeah, I agree.
So, like he must be
That's what
strapped
she
up.
said.
No, that's what I'm saying. All right. That's he must have something on him at all times.
Gotta have the piece on him.
Terra Ceruledge, I would fuck with that. I'd fuck with that very hard. So if there's a way to get him on the team, please do. I don't know if that's
Surge
possible,
could be
but
kind of cool.
condom captain. That's my guy Moltres. Anyway,
The only problem I have with Ceruledge is that Crown wants to tear out a ton
That's what I'm
on
saying,
this
a
electric
little
team,
bit
and
too
Ceruledge
hard.
is like really greedy, and Moltres isn't as much because he doesn't come to as much. But I could see where that's coming from as well. I don't think it's the worst thing ever.
yeah. So like, I would say a solid team. I think it's not perfect right now, but you have a lot of pieces. This is almost like how we talk about Blue has a lot of pieces to make it better. I think the way to make your team better is way easier than Blue's. Like there's
You just
so
need to
much.
shift
This
some
team-
gimmicks around. Just shift some captains. Give some certain mods a different cap.
We are handing out
like,
condoms like it's Planned Parenthood, baby. All right, we are giving everybody a different strap on. Okay,
Just say they need something else. They need the
Yeah,
right tool.
You have
They need the-
you have so many points lying around. Like if
Oh,
you
hell
want to
no.
allocate those,
Oh hell no!
you
Look
have
at the
like a
chat.
ton.
Oh hell no.
Oh, nah, stop.
Earl.
Why you cursing this, bro? I know it's D2, but damn.
Nah, repost that. Repost that. We're putting that on the screen. Hold up.
I don't. Please, God.
Yeah.
Come
So
on,
bad.
bro.
So bad. Come on, bruh. Dude, these aren't even like salted. They're like
Come
fucking.
on, bro.
Come on,
We're
dude,
not doing that.
we already struggled to get through PRs. Get this
All right,
shit
my,
off
my
the
bad.
screen.
All right, I think we put Max at number
Anyways.
1 for now. Personally, I like him more than these two
Yes.
teams. So
Yes, I think it's like probably the most competent one so far.
we'll have Max there for now, but we can move on to Iron Man, who I love how he started and then
What's that meme they had us in the first half? Yeah, that's this team. They
Terror
had
Raging
us in
Bolt.
the first quarter.
Terror Raging Bolt that he got like round 3, Torn T, Z Quack. I'm like, holy fuck, this is
We
so
got round
gas.
Like,
Yeah, it was a little early. Definitely didn't need to go that early, but you know, fine. At least he's still here. And Mega Aggron, I got no issues. You know, you support him well. He's a good mon. Zorwar, Kasui, Screamtail,
no,
Terradiancy,
Oh.
Serena, Silvally, Incineroar, Gastrodon. This is what we paired.
Get
This
out!
this is what we paired with the top 4. This top 4 is so awesome, bro. Like so cool. And then this was the fucking ISIS 7 that had to follow behind. We're watching beheadings live on TV. Like this this shit fucking sucks ass. What the fuck? Like we were so close, Iron Man. So close. Come on, bruh. Like I just don't understand why.
Oh my goodness, True Harris,
Right.
there's no poison.
There is no poison on the team.
And
It's all these
Ranger
bulls.
Bo's good. Like he sees that he's like, oh fuck
Iron
no.
Man,
Why
Iron
am I-
Man, Iron
Team
Man,
Spike?
Iron Man. If you can hear me, save me, Iron Man. All right, I need you to fucking go on the dock right now. We must make changes. We must. All right, this cannot be the
No
final
changes
team
are needed.
right now. Right now. Respect Terradiancy. He's the best one of these. All right, I'll be honest. I like him more than everyone else on this bottom. Maybe Sarita, maybe, and like the rest of them can all take a fucking hike.
Literally, the only one I could give a pass is maybe a Incineroar, depending on the dark type situation.
Right,
you
because
know?
they are ridiculously poverty at this point. So I understand. If
Of
he
course.
needs to stay, fine. It's not my favorite thing in the world, but like fine. But the rest
know.
of these fuckers all need to take a hike. Like Diancie maybe can stay. Maybe. But you need to get a wish passer so bad. Like so bad. Where is Florges here? Is he gone? Did someone take him?
Probably.
Yes. Fucking Jack picked him up. God damn it, dude. Like you fucked this up,
I know
man.
he Streamtail his wish, right? But yeah.
Yeah, but
I
he
hate
sucks.
Yes, but
Yep, I agree. I don't like.
it makes the
with
team
this
goober
one,
passive. Like this.
Yeah, I think you look at this and you're like, I gotta fit Aggron with a wish passer, and then you kind of lose sight of what the mon actually does for the
Fuck
team.
that.
It's
I see Ranger Bolt, Torn, Tickle, combo offense going crazy. All three of them dapping each other up as they like both switch and you turn and flip turn out the game. You know, Ranger Bolt's like, I got one. You next, Tortilla. Like, okay.
They're literally lobbing it up to each other, and then they realize that
Exactly.
their role players are dog ass.
You know, and then the rest of the team literally just throws the basketball to the other team. They just killed all momentum. The rest of the team just killed all momentum. His Solrex, the fucking like water boy, pretending he can get called up. He's like, yo guys, see, I'm part of the team. It's like, no, bro, you stuck your way
This is
onto
like-
here. You stuck.
This is perfectly like LeBron James, Kyrie, and fucking
Kevin
Kevin
Love.
Love, I guess, and then fucking Cavs, and then it's the other Cavaliers because I don't know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
Mega
Bro,
Agron's Matthew Dellavedova asking to guard Steph Curry in the fucking NBA
Bro,
Finals, bro.
Bro, these three look at each other. They're just like, oh nah, we cannot rely on any of these guys. Oh, they just killed all momentum. It's like, I'm not saying Mega Aggron's bad. I'm just a little worried because like about him kill momentum, but it's like I'm only worried about that because. You know, Mega Aggron's one of the most your key defensive piece. Who the fuck is he supposed to swap into? Screamtail? Silvally?
Right.
Like,
This
Like,
this team,
hold up,
here's the
bro.
thing. Look, his lowest point Pokemon is fucking Gastrodon. We have a chance to make this right. You can make this right tonight, Iron Man, tonight.
No, Iron Man, you're correct. Yeah, I agree. Dude, keep Mabuside away from it too. Keep him away.
Look, Iron Man, I will help you after this pod. All right, I will help you after this pod. We will make this. We're gonna make this shit right. Okay, I will not let this cool ass top 3 go to waste. You have too much potential to win this fucking division. God damn it.
At the very least, bottom 7 gotta go. I better see Sorork and Down gone. unless Gastrodon ends up being on the ground. Anyway.
Right, like there's like a piece or two can stay.
I saw Gastro being the ground, and I said, "Oh hell nah! What the fuck is going on here?"
Yeah, like if Diancie ends up being like the bet, like if you find like your fighting resists are fine and Diancie can stay, that's okay. Like that's like if 1 or 2 of these pieces can stay, like that's fine. But like we must get rid of Scream. He has to go. He has to go. All right,
True that, man. Anyway,
I think we can wrap it up there. Obviously, this top 3, if this were to stay, if we're just talking about this team as it is now, this top 3 is great. The rest of it just isn't good enough.
I was like, in conclusion, the main thing is that the top 3 got no support.
You know what, Mystery? Let Jamal read the next team.
Are we good putting this below
got
Aces? Do we feel like his is better than Aces?
Yeah, at the bottom. Yeah.
I do think the fixability makes it interesting because building around this top 3 I think is easier than fixing what Ace has.
Do you like his top 3 better than Ace's team? I guess that's my ask.
Yes.
Yeah, I do.
Well,
Okay,
I like it because it's terrible because they work just so well together, right? It's like I like Dragon Plus was Mega Heracross, but then it's like who's the third on that? Ronan Wash?
Yeah, Terralo kicks.
Let's see. Right there though. That's all it's going.
Yeah.
Oh,
but I still prefer Blues over this just because
Mystery.
I still think his pieces. Oh,
Mystery,
it's your code.
Put Todd past me that mic, bro. I need.
Right.
Oh,
I'm
my
dribbling
goodness.
between the legs, driving to the hoop, ooping it
Oh
up.
my goodness. NCL Nation.
I
gotta introduce you to an FBL go. A legend, you would say. I knew, there's some people have known him since the cake days. As I said in his announcement of when he was joining this season, he's the only good Canadian. The only Canadian you could actually love in this bitch. Because all the other ones are fucking trash. Fuck all the Canadians.
Hey, everybody in the chat right now, everyone at Keegan, get him in here. Everyone just spam at him right now. I need one ad from every single person in here. Add him one time.
Yes, sir. The legend, the GOAT, the man, Keegan. Yes, sir. He's coming to NCL Season 10, baby. D2. He's ready to get his title. He's ready to get out of retirement and get a title. Yes, sir.
Yeah, get him in here.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Keep at him. Yeah. He probably asleep with his trash ass sleep schedule. Yeah.
Bro's got the coiny sleep schedule. Tough scene.
Bro, bro, I gotta tell this to the chat, bro. He literally messaged me at like fucking 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Like, yo, so you see that I'm still up. So like, if I'm not around, can you make my pick for me? It's like, bro, come on, man. Why you going to sleep at 6? Yeah.
There he is. Yeah.
Let's go. We got him
shit.
here. Oh my goodness.
My fucking go. Anyway, read his team. Read this team.
I got you. The team here is a powerful one. We got Chien Pao, Terra Manaphy, Mega Garchomp, Twin Blades, Ironmon. We got Ironmon. We got Thundy T, Sylveon, C. Jirachi, Terra Bomb. My boy Terra Bomb is here.
How did you know Bob was here?
Ursaring, Eldegoss, and then Drifloon. Drifloon just here chilling. We ain't worried about him.
He's a fine low tier. I actually like him.
Yeah. But yeah, this is the team. Listen. And obviously, the way I'm speaking for my boy Keegan, I obviously helped him. But hold on, my boy Keegan was cooking with some ideas. I gotta give credit where credit's due. He got Chien Pao. That was all him. Then I'm like, okay, so we got Chien Pao. I'm like, and since I was using Chien Pao, I was already cooking up some this. I'm like, you know what, Keegan? I'm like, I had to think about mods that Keegan like that can keep up though with this meta. I'm like, okay, let me think about how he plays. Let me think of some mods he likes. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Boom, we're gonna get the Terra Manaphy. I think I remember Keegan using that. I think he chose that mod, so we're gonna get the Terra Manaphy. had a little remix. Then I'm like, okay, ground types are looking poverty. I'm like, damn, I wish we could have vultures. That'd be a good defensive piece. But I'm like, no, we need to claim a ground type. Thank goodness we claimed the Mega Garchomp round 3. That was a great decision. Boop. But then, and then afterwards, King, I showed King in the first 3. He came up with a immaculate plan. He said, you know what, Jamal? When we put an Iron Moth on, he likes to just some other mods. I'm like, wait a minute. Damn, even as me, who I kind of don't like Iron Moth for, my own reasons, I'm like, you know what? Can't lie. Iron Moth kind of heat on this team.
Yeah, I think
my boy King and Cooking. Yes, sir. So I'm like, we get that. Nice speed. Great immediate special offensive pressure. Then I'm like,
I
okay.
just love it being able to kill fairies for this team. It's awesome.
Exactly. And then the flying types are kind of like, I'm like, okay, you know what? We're gonna just get a decent defogger and then a strong like flying type. We're gonna get Dundee T, because then it's like you got a flying type, you got electric type that's immune to ground. You also have a flying type that's immune to electric, so it's like it should make things too weird with like Manaphy. I like the pair it there. The Sylveon was on him. He got that when I was offline, so it's not the worst fairy type. It's okay. At least Sylveon don't feel that bad here. And
it could have been worse. It could have been worse.
Exactly.
I don't hate the steel type. Wish Passion the Manaphy's cool.
Yes,
and
sir. Yes,
fairies
sir.
are poverty, so.
Plus with his team, he can actually like consider like calm mindsets more often or specs. So that's what I really like. And then it's like, the steel type. We spent like an hour trying to decide what psychic steel type we were getting between Metagross, Bronzong, and Jirachi. We landed on Jirachi because of just,
You made the right choice, Keegan.
Wrong choice.
Gives a good pivot, gives us rocks. And it's a decent C user. And then Keegan with co-side. He said he wanted to use Conkeldurr, so I knew it was time for Terra Bomb to enter the team. And then we don't care about the bottom. Well, we care about Elder Gods actually. Elder Gods are like, all right, we need another good remover, bro, because we cannot rely on Terra Bomb and Thunder Team removing hazards. Get Elder Gods. That's actually a bringable mod. So we got Elder Gods, and then the other two are just feeling like match efficient, feeling like certain checks, whatnot, and yeah, very powerful team.
You mind if I hop in here?
Yeah, go ahead.
So I have a few criticisms. Overall, I love the offense. Like, as someone who definitely drafts more offensive teams, I'm a bigger fan of this than when people just try to do like weird bulky shit. Like, I just prefer I think this has a better chance of working out. I don't love the speed on this team. Classic Jamal, the speed tiers. Kind of sucky. Mr. Powell obviously is holding it down. Iron Moth is good, but it's fine. And then it's a lot of guys all around. We got Garchomp pre-Mega at 102, Thundy T 101, 2 100s, Mega Garchomp, I should say, 92. Like, everybody's kind of hanging out in the same range. And then the drop after that is also brutal as fuck. It's like, I think Drifblim or Ursaring would come next. Maybe Sylveon.
I think it's Drifblim. No, it's Drifblim.
Yeah, so it's a little weird. Not the end of, like I said, not the end of the world. The ground resist also quite sucky. Thundy T and Eldegoss and Drifblim. Kind of wish there was like one more guy I trusted, but it's fine.
Wait, you said what? Sorry, I was
the ground resist.
That's true. I can give you that.
Especially on the Iron Moth team, is like if you get the play wrong, like say you Sludge Wave into a ground type.
Right.
I
guess
kind of
our
fucked.
plan is like we have like overall like natural bulk and like Chomp and Manaphy. So it's like that's like kind of our game plan against that. But I see what you're saying. I can't deny that.
Totally.
Can I tag in real quick with that?
As long as you don't mention Jirachi, absolutely.
I actually was not. I was actually not. My thing with the ground thing that Mystery was going on, I'm just scared a little bit of hazard in lieu with a ground type. I think the natural bulk, what Jamal said, I think this team can kind of get over those ground types just like naturally. And you do you have Manaphy and Shinpao to help force things out and kill them and shit like that. I get a little worried because it's Thundy and then you have Conk and Eldegoss as your technically second removers. And I think that's a little worrisome, but I don't think it's the end of the world. I just think the combination of hazards plus a really strong offensive ground could be Could
No,
be a
I'm not
little
denying
annoying
that.
to
I
witness.
definitely
Yeah.
think the
Hold,
removal
hold on.
is
I
like
just saw something. I'm so sorry. I was just looking at my screen, and I
Yeah.
see this top 7, and then I see fucking Weird Ear.
I
Is
we gotta wait for that.
I'm sorry. I just continue, but I just got like
But yeah,
flashbanged. I'm
no, I
sorry.
agree with that. That like the hazard removal is like the biggest like flaw. Like, obviously the Jamal philosophy when it comes to speed tiers, it's like, yeah, natural speed wise, it's not the best. But then we gotta look at we got Mach Punch, we got crazy priority usage and POW and
Mhm.
cock elder. Plus we got
I
like
don't hate
Fireball
Hazard
Scarf
as much for
users.
Pau, 'cause
Why,
he's such a,
why are
like,
we sleeping
really
on
fun-
Banded Sylveon with Quick Attack? True.
Hey, I
True.
wasn't.
True.
Whoa, I
Um,
wasn't. Don't
I
worry.
think the biggest hazard like complaint for me is specifically like Manaphy and then Iron Moth kind of, just because like the booster sets are really good for this team, but
No, that's what I'm saying. But
definitely, yeah.
I guess our game plan, or at least the thought process, and I was telling Keegan like explaining to Keegan as well, was that like, even though like if we're definitely gonna have like some flaws, but it's like I think if we could like since we got like started the team with like Chien Pao, Terry Manfield, Big Garchomp, I think we should just double down on the offense more so. Like if we're gonna have flaws defensively, no matter what, we should just double down on the offense to
I
where it's
agree with
like
that.
no matter what, Keegan will have win cons because like he may
agree.
have to like
Mhm.
he may have to like take like 25% from hazards or whatnot, but then he'll be able to like thread like a Oko or Tuikil with his mods.
I
Just
like
he's
the
gonna want to
mods.
play fast as fuck on this team. Like it needs
Yeah.
to.
Except
I do like
ironic, but yeah, nah, of
Yeah,
course,
yeah,
of course.
true.
I love Thundy on this team. I will say that. And I think boot spam on this thing is perfectly acceptable on this team, specifically since you have Moth and Pow. And I really like just trade options with it. And then even if hazards do end up getting up, you can still try and keep Moth and Pow for late game to try and clean. So I definitely get the vision, and my boy Keegan is back, so I'm excited.
Saying that's the biggest problem I have about. He could have had.
Yeah, who gives
the
a
worst
fuck about
team.
the team? We got Keegan back. That's all we
That's what I'm
needed.
saying. His team could have been fucking boo boo.
We
I
just
still would have
need
been hyped.
Buxton. Buxton, if you can hear me, save me,
True.
Buxton.
No.
Come home.
Marco,
We haven't seen ready. we can get rid of one of these D2 coaches anytime.
that's insane.
Person, your seat's not safe. Max, oh get the hell out, Max. If Buxton wants your team, he's having it.
You know what? We spam added Keegan. We need everybody to spam at Buxton.
No, he will not
Tell him to come
respond. Don't
home.
do it. He will not. my man is a father. Shout out Jack. Shout out
Yes,
Jack.
sir.
Um,
Shout out to all the fathers in the chat in the server.
yeah, almost me a few times, but it happens to the best of us. Polo game is
We
weak.
got Alpha. We got doesn't Spice have kids?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah, we got some fathers in the chat. Love to see
You know,
it.
Nick, he's on his way.
I think we're good to move on. But
Yeah. So
I like
Keegan,
Keegan's team a lot.
I don't really know where to put him. I think
I think for
It's
right now, it's my
basically in
favorite.
second or first. That's what I'm saying. I think
Yeah,
I wouldn't put this above Max's team personally, just
I'll
because
give
I
you that just because I love the points that Max has.
it's right. See, obviously I would, but I'm biased, so
I feel very comfortable putting this second personally.
right.
Like
I
I'm
can't
totally
like
fine with
try
that.
to argue because like I would just sound biased as hell. So
Well, no, it's just like I just the ground resist and the defense on this team. Even if you are trying to
Right.
play faster, I'm just like,
If it makes you feel better,
It's
Jamal,
tough.
I would use this team over Max's.
well, yeah, because there's a fucking Jirachi and a Manaphy on it, and a Mr. Pow. No, sir, not true. All right,
true.
we have Monster, who was gifted by the grace of the gods, aka Pyrobite sucks dick, a bunch of these epic mons, but we have Iron Valiant, Terra Zarude, Victini, Mega Scizor, Z Salamence, Nihilego, Swampert, Rotom Frost, Jamal Sky, Doxbun,
Yes, sir.
Sableye, and Masquerain.
Hold up.
Terra
Also,
Master, I should
can
say.
and that's crazy, Keegan. Put me at the bottom so people get caught unaware. He's bro, try to hit the
That's a
facade.
bar. That's a bar. Okay, let me get this started, right? I think this team has some very obvious flaws, and I am totally willing to admit that. I'm gonna say this right now. for what? After spending, I'm not joking, maybe 3 hours picking through literal garbage. I felt like I was literally treading in sewer water for 3 hours. I don't think I've ever been tortured as much of sitting in call with Monster and trying to fix. And I love you, Monster. I'm gonna say this in the nicest way possible. He picked the top three, which is amazing. It was like we talk about like other top threes. I think this top three is absolutely fucking banger. After that, he took Terra Dirge, Rhyperior, and Mega Blastoise, and I was trying, and it was like there was nothing. We wanted regular Blastoise for a long time, and Ace took it, and he physically couldn't draft it because he had Mega Blast, and I wanted to just bang my head on a wall because there just was
to dive in.
Yeah, it was like the worst of the. Dude, there were some mons on this team that you would look back. If I showed you some of the teams that we had, you'd look at me and like question my sanity. Like, James, what are you doing?
Yeah, Harris, I agree. Latias is a better Z user, but he also has a Victini. He doesn't need a Latias. And continue, James.
But, anyways, I like the team a lot for what it came out with. I love the top three. Zarude is an amazing Terra, and I love its pairing with Valiant. We were able, by the grace of God, to get Mega Scizor on this team, which I don't think is like the perfect fit, but I think it initiates the offense well. Yeah, I think it initiates the offense well. Unfortunately, as much as I love you, Monster, sorry, we have to watch you use Swampert again. But this shit is the best we could find in terms of.
It's okay. It doesn't have Terra.
True. Yep. But I like Swampert because it does what it does. Sets rocks, flip turns out, which is amazing for this team. And I really like Nihilego with this. It gave a really good like Spadef variant to help out with the defense a little bit nichely, and I really liked its offensively with the top three. So, and then Salamence was mystery suggestion. I think it's cool. I'm not like 100% on it, but I want to see how it functions. Is another
the ground swap-ins were dire. Yeah. We did not have a dragon type.
I actually don't hate the Salamence
trust me, I don't hate it.
The first four guys.
I'm interested to see how it works. So, definitely interesting, and I like this team a lot more. So,
right,
you guys can take it.
I'll go. Yeah, sure. To me, a lot of what Pokemon Draft League at this point is like how good is your top three, and I think your top three is fantastic. I think Valiant's one of the best, mons in the format. I think Terra Zarude is one of the best Terra captains in the format, and Victini is one of the only mons that I feel like hasn't fallen off like at all, despite not really getting like what's like the best Victini buff since Gen 6 when like draft really like picked up steam. Like what's Boots, sure. But like just Boots existing. But like Boots existing Encore. And then Encore, did he get that right away?
I mean, he got Encore later on? I did not know that.
Okay. Well, sure. So, but like I would say nothing drastic, like a lot of these guys what makes them better is like like Swampert got Flip Turn. Like that. If Swampert didn't have Flip Turn, how many points? It would definitely be a way worse mod,
flipping
right?
burgers.
Right. So a lot of these guys
would not be talking about Swampert.
just to keep them around, they need like significant buffs. Like Zarude, he got knockoff and everything. Like a lot of these guys needed things to go their way. Victini kind of didn't. He just like existed, and he's still awesome. So I respect the fuck out of him. I think he's epic.
180 power fire move does to MF.
Right, but just the ability to go physical special, and then just that threat of Banded be created at all times is terrifying. Or he could just be Boots Encore, and you turn and fuck over your entire team, like little fuck. I like him. The speed tiers, once again, not great. Fastest mon is Iron Valiant. I don't love that, if I'm honest, but it's not the end of the world because he's booster and you have good priority with Scizor and good Scarp options. So
it's so funny. It's every time you say I'm like I think I like him.
Yeah, I know you do, Jamal. You're like, man, this would be better than what I usually get.
Shut the fuck up.
Man, he's got more than 2 mons over 100. This is great.
Come on, man. Come on.
Anyway, I'm just joking. Love you, Jamal. But I think like top 7 wise, really, really cool. Look, the bottom are definitely a little bit terroristy, but it's the bottom who cares.
It's not the worst. Hold on. Save line showed its word.
We wanted a Terra Dogs button, but we couldn't afford it, so
Saquon has shown his worth as a low tier mon.
Yeah, I mean he's not like the worst thing ever. He's fine. So I just think the raw breaking power. I think you have priority. I think you have good hazard setting. I think you have good pivoting.
Right.
And I think a lot of the team will come down to how well you use Ments for sure. Like he needs to be defensive in the correct weeks, and he needs to be like Bandit or Z in other weeks. Like it's just to me like Ments is definitely the swing mon. If you use this thing well, you should be a playoff team. If you don't, you'll probably be on the fringe. So,
right.
Yeah, I definitely think Ments is cool. I like how it like defensively works into the team. So I don't hate it. I just want to see how Monster uses it more than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess the only thing I want to add is that I think the biggest thing that I really like about this team, it's like kind of same as like King, is the sense that I like how Monster has like so many win conditions. Like it doesn't feel like he's like kind of like shoehorned into like one mind to like be like, all right, bro, carry me to victory. It's like, you know, Iron Valley can be a sleeper. Terry Sarud can. Victini can like break. You know, Salovitz can have like a DD game a week. You know, even then he let go.
Right.
So it's like I really like how they like win cons he has. That's like
as
a big
using
thing.
Valiant last season or in a different league. I really loved having breaking power with it because I really loved using it as a late game Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly. I like the
think that's
Victini
paired
plus
with-
Valiant.
Yeah.
Yep, and I love the TD plus Val, and I love the pairing with Zarude because both of them can kind of be win conditions for each other.
Yeah, two fucking cheater ass mine.
I will say the Scald Swappins on this team are in dire straits.
It's called Special Salamence.
It is Special Salamence. It is Swampert.
Dashboard.
The bottom four, and the next best one is Cloak Zarude. Like
I guess Sarud would juggle healing.
right. So that's something to look for in the future. Possibly like just something maybe over like Rotom Frost if you want to like as like a Scald swap it, but it's not the biggest deal in the world. Like there's gonna be certain matchups where it doesn't even matter.
Or hey, if Ace gets a different move, it can replace Blastoise. You know, there you go.
True. So, good team though, Monster. I'm happy with this.
That's what you wanted, Jamal. The ground.
No, I'm just saying. It's like if we find new remover.
Unless you guys have any problems, I'm gonna put this one for now. I think it's better than anything we've seen so far.
I agree. I'm not biased, but slightly biased, but I agree.
Yeah, I think that's not a bad number one.
I think it's better than Max's team, and I know you love Keegan's team, but
No,
it's
it's
not
not that. It's like just kind of close with Max's, because I'm like, only because I see a clearer game plan with Max's, but I'm not.
Yeah.
That's not me like throwing shade to Monster Team. Like it's just like I'm curious. It's more like there's more to wonder about with Monster's team and its game plan over Max's. But I don't hate Monster's team being number one.
Yeah. Good team though, Monster. And listen to me real quick.
It's time to throw.
Listen to me, you son of a bitch. All right. Last season, you were gifted a team by the gods that would make all these motherfuckers in this division cower in fear. All right. And you fucking
Even
missed
D1.
playoffs. You missed playoffs with that broken ass team. I swear to Christ, motherfucker. You miss again, I will find where you live. All right. You said you went to high school with Kyler Murray. I'll figure this shit out. I will find your address and I will post it in announcements. All right. You fucking make playoffs. God damn it. I hope you like Domino's Pizza because you're getting 100 of them. All right. Lock the fuck in, Monster. You have the talent. You have the ability. Fucking do it.
Mystery's saying if you miss playoffs, I'm not missing your address.
This bomb is not missing. Let me promise you that. All right, fucking please, Monster. I want to believe so bad. Like I really do. I want to be able to push narratives.
Oh, no.
All right, but goddamn it, please care. Please rise to the occasion instead of falling and just being like, well, you know, maybe we'll just this week we'll just run this. No, goddamn it, fucking lock in. All right. Anyway, rant over. Person, former D2 champion, and then D1 crash out. Back down to D2 again, my goat. We have the Los Angeles Chargebugs, and we have Ogerpon Wellspring with Terra, who did really well for him in March Madness. I'm glad to see him get it back again. Tinglu, Sneasler, Mew, Enamorus, Z Rillaboom, Raikou, Corviknight, Chandelure, holy Christ, Terra Drampa, and the Goat Trapinch.
Yes, sir.
Whew. Jamal, do you want to start this one off?
I can. All right, hold on. 'Cause I got one thing I gotta get out of the way immediately. Man, oh man. I don't know why I see Rillaboom with any gimmick. I don't know why I see it with this C move. This is literally worse Bulu. This is worse C Bulu, bro.
True.
It is grass, ground, and dark. Maybe and fighting, I guess. But it's like, bro.
He could be like Giga Impact, like Normalium Z to like,
Yeah,
you know.
I get it's not with
I'd
no
much
fire
just
type.
rather
That's
see
what I
on the
know.
Raikou if the Raiku's gonna be here, but yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like that's the thing I want. That's why I point that out. I don't like Rillaboom having a gimmick when Raikou's on the team, cause Raikou. And listen, they like maybe this with my fucking like rose tinted glasses on. You know, I don't think Raikou's the worst electric type. However, for him to keep up in this generation, he needs a little, he needs a little something, like a little C move here, maybe a Terra there. It's like the Terra thing, I can kind of see past because maybe you just didn't have the points. You know, look at your first two mods. Maybe you just didn't have the points, but it's like my boy can't get a C move. Raikou can't get a little bit of a C move, bro.
All right,
Like, damn.
can everyone in NCL Podcast chat please put a cap champ on Pickle's message? I would really appreciate it. I would love to hit double digits. I would, please.
Oh,
yes,
hell no.
run that bitch up.
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah.
Listen, I don't even hate Bellyboy like that, but don't disrespect Raikou ever again. See, this is why I said you can't trust these Canadians. Okay, you see what you just said? If Bellyboy as a, you know what? I'm not gonna get into it. Fuck you, Harris. Anyway.
I'm fucking gonna kill this guy.
But yeah, it's just like, that's like the biggest thing. Outside of that, I think the team is like, is good. Like, I think this is definitely like, you can make playoffs with this because there's clear plans where it's like, I like Rillaboom on the team overall because it's like, one, you have the clear unburden plus, terrain strat with a Steezler right there. But also you can run Grassy Seed on something like Mew and run like, maybe like to help with like it set up like easier with like a D-Dance or even like a Storm Power set. I think like Grassy Seed is cool on Mew as well. I also like it because it gives Wellspring Ogerpon Glassy Glide as well. So now that mod has a priority move, so that's really cool as well. And plus, and then like the other thing is too, it's like his ground types take glue, so it's like yes he has Earthquake, and which is like it's unfortunate you gotta run Stomp and Tantrum most of the time. However, I think that's okay because take glue's mostly there for hazards. Plus he has Ruination to like still do like 50% off rip to any mod he wants. So it's like it's not the worst ground type to be nerfed with grassy terrain. So it's like I like that part of the team. Obviously Hyacinth is like Hyacinth's amazing just by Tinglu alone, but like Mew could be a Hyacinth set as well. But so it's like I think Hyacinth's fine. Removers, I kind of don't like how the way removers are just defoggers. And Corviknight's here, but at least once again, Corviknight can just U-turn into Ogerpon and like put the fries in the bag, little bro. We just need you to U-turn into the good mons, okay, Corviknight? Just U-turn into the like first four, be a good boy, and call it a day. Though Corviknight is also a little weird though because then it's like damn, Actually, I guess it's fine, even with Pinwin and Empress, because, like, you have good electric swap ins. But yeah, like, overall, I think the team's good. I think the team's solid enough. I think, again, if Raikou's gonna be here, I think you give him the C move or the Terror over Droppa and Rillaboom. Like, give my boy some love.
Right. I agree completely. James, do you have any thoughts on the epic Raikou team?
Nah. I think Jamal covered it all. I look at this team and I see the way I think Mew is I don't usually like Mew teams, just because I it's really not supported well, I think, lately with a lot of drafts that I see where it's like really forced in certain roles. But I think this team actually does a decent job allowing it to do more, so I don't hate it as much. I see how this team wants to function though. I think Mew is like kind of the catalyst here of like being able to win games that you possibly have a bad matchup into. So I don't hate it. I think there are mons that kind of look ugly, like Raikou. I'd much rather see that have Z, and then I feel like I'd be a little better. And then I don't know why Chandelure and Jump are here. Feel kind of
I know
useless.
those fuckers. Nah,
Yeah.
Trappers can stay though. Trappers can stay.
Sure, hey, who cares, right? But
He's valid. He's valid. Trust.
I think if you grab like just the like out of Chandelure and Drampa, if you just grabbed like a couple of like niche matchup mons, I'd like it a little bit more. And honestly, I don't really have any like change suggestions. I honestly just genuinely want to see how this works. And I think in order for Iron Man to be successful, this Mew needs to be successful
Person.
and needs to be unique. Or sorry,
Person.
I'm sorry, person. I think this Mew needs to be special and really
Yeah,
like
you need to
glue
cook
this
up
team
with the
together.
Mew, bro. That's
Yep.
that's
I
like
really
every
love
Mew
the
draft.
grassy seed suggestion because I don't think people think about that a lot. Grassy terrain would be super cool with sword power, D-Dance, Calm Mind, Nasty Plot, that kind of stuff, set up opportunities. I think it can cook.
I
So
completely agree. I thought Rillaboom and Mew were the X factors for me, and just make this Raikou the Z. Like Rillaboom doesn't need to be the Z to be the X factor. He just needs to support the rest of the team.
Exactly.
This is role player time for him, baby. He had his moment of being a Terra captain that could run Terra Blast and be epic. Now it's his time to sit back and be like, you know what? I'm a little washed, and that's okay. I'm gonna support the guys. You know?
It's like
small tidbit at the end. I love his pivot option, his defensive pivot options into his offensive mons.
I agree with that as well. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Honestly, it's like the only thing she can really change again. Give Raikou some love, and then you can just change out Chandelure Drampa if you find something better. But it's not the biggest.
What do you mean
deal.
I'm not creative, Nick? What is that supposed to mean? Have
Anyway,
you seen my team?
Person? Where do we want to rank him on the old list? I like the team.
I would say like
That's it. I feel like
I
it's,
would below max.
except
in between
I know I'm
max
saying
and-
this about blue. I think
Right,
it's-
that's where I was at too.
and that was I think Percy's team is more. Actually, that's hard to say well rounded because again, Blue's team knowing the rain factor is like fine. Damn.
I would put this probably above Keegan personally, but I think either.
I don't
above or
agree.
below.
I think
I disagree with that.
Okay, sure.
Yeah.
So I think if you want to go above blue, and we're kind
He
of,
gave a blood blue.
Right.
I'll give you that.
I think that's where we can kind of meet in the middle. We'll throw him there, and we'll throw what's his name? Person. All right. Ava, who I believe is in the chat. Yes, they are. Shout out to Ava. We have Terra King Gambit, Lando T, my beloved, Spectrier, Mega Gallade, Tapu Fini, Z Rotom Heat, my goat, Pogworm,
Yes,
my
sir, yes,
plant,
sir,
the Vileplume, Munchlax, Knacklestack, and Terra Ice Cube.
Anyway, I like all the shout out to Ava for drafting legends on this team.
There's a lot. There's a lot of goats on this team. This team has so many.
Oh,
me
and
Jamal
there's
legends.
Harris, and there's Harris's Feedy and regular Feedy
Such
and
a
Rhoda P
fucking
hater.
dude. My God.
Bro, let Rhoda P and Feedy breathe, bro. Can they take a breath? Can they? Can I gasp of air? Like damn, it's like clockwork for him. He sees Rhoda P or Feedy, he's like
it's
fuck
like
those
it's like
bonds.
that Kyrie Irving quote. It's like I don't need an alarm clock. My hatred wakes me up. Like that's fucking him when he sees Rotom Heat. He just like immediately like hate it. I just think sucks.
Hold up, Rhoda P can get what? Harris, hey yo.
James, how
freaky shit
about
you
how do you
want?
start this one off? How do you feel Ava's team? I'm a big fan. I like it.
I know it has a lot of Umons, that's for sure. I don't know. Like, honestly, I don't know where I'd like to begin about the analysis. Like, super top heavy team. Not exactly sure why Rotom has the Z. I guess because it's like the best one.
I think
Yeah.
it's
Definitely the best one, and he's pretty cool at plot. I think it's a
best
fun
of the
suggestion.
only one. I think it is because what you gonna
I
put
guess
C
it's
on
okay
fucking
just because-
Earthworm?
Yeah, no, I get it 100%. Yeah, and you have good enough removers to where like I kind of get it. I love the top four. Top four super cool. Finny is whatever. I think it can work with this, and then you have like a bunch of role players in that. I think Lando unfortunately is really locked into like being the backbone defensively on this team. It wants to do a lot of the heavy lifting there. It does have Feeney and Rotom to help with it, but I don't know. I'm gonna kind of let you and Jamal talk a little bit more about it. I kind of get like
Well,
I just feel
okay,
meh about it. I think
fair.
the offense is very strong.
I
Go, Jamal.
think. All right, like I said, I think the top four is definitely amazing, very strong. I see people, I know people in the builder gonna be like, oh hell no, I got prep for Terry Gambit plus Spectre plus Mega Galley. Yeah, they gonna wanna, do some bad things to
And
themselves.
also, you forget about the 145 attack Lando T, and he just starts clicking bandit EQs, and you're like, oh
They
hell
said
no.
you forget about him. It's like fuck me. It's like damn. But yeah, I think top four is amazing. I think the biggest issue with this team is that like I guess the defense is a little suspect. Though the one of the issues I have and but I gotta get man, I'm gonna just feed Harris's ego here. It's like the feeding is a little questionable because like I like Misty Terrain because it blocks Will-O-Wisp from King Gambit so they can't get burned. But on the flip side, Spectre can't run Will-O-Wisp most games. That's like
Yeah,
so
I
it's
think I think it's scary, but
yeah, it's a
you
little
know,
contradicted there. That's the only thing. I just wanted to point that out. It's not like
yeah, I
yeah,
totally see where you're coming from, but I still think like, you know,
right.
this is also like a good opportunity for Ava to learn how to balance turns, like, you know, because this is
Yes.
never going to be terrain extender. That's not the point of Feeney. Like, it's not like Miss Terrain we
Right.
want it to be up. So to me, it's going to be about managing your terrain turns, and then like if you do bring Willow Spectre and knowing like, okay, there's 2 turns left, I can Calm Mind, and like like figuring out like the order of operations, and I think that'll be
Right.
smart or like good for Ava to learn and get better.
Definitely agree with that. I it's just something to point out because it just makes like I guess Spectre's gameplay a little harder. It's not the biggest issue because through Spectre, like, oh man, I can't run Hex. I guess I run Shadow Ball. Like it's not the worst thing. Also, that too, you could run defog on Feedy, remove the terrain for yourself, and then Spectre can just burn whoever you want. So, and that's what I'm saying too. It's like Feedy. I like Feedy with the other guys. I like Feedy with Gig Gambit. I like Feedy with Mega Gallade. So it's like Feedy. It should Spectre's look at Feedy's like, come on, bruh. What's with this terrain? But everyone else is like, yeah, Feedy, we love this terrain. But yeah, it's like, yeah, I don't know. I think I see why James feels bad this team because like it feels like we got the first five right. That shit lock it in. Then it's like
6.
the other like five. It's like kind of or first six. I meant
Yeah,
six. My bad.
yeah.
Yeah. The first six lock them in. We chilling. But the other five, it's like I'm not saying they're the worst things, but I think maybe they could be swapped out to like make this team just a little stronger, more so on the defensive side. Offensively, I think the team is like fine as is. Defensively is like the only questionable part. That's all I gotta really say though. I think you still win with this team though.
I think the like bottom four just can come to like a combined two, maybe like very maybe 3 games, but I think the top six is good enough to win a lot of games. So I'm
Yeah,
not
like
hating.
the bottom five is getting at least one game. Maybe they get like one game each. Besides Ice Cube, Ice Cube not getting no play. No,
Whoa,
no,
whoa.
no.
Why are we hating?
Listen, bro.
Bundle matchup where nobody
Listen, I'm just
got the
saying.
bundle.
Listen, the Ice Cube's not gonna be able to fight Kyle. If it was fight Kyle, then oh yes sir, Ice Cube get one game.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ava like can just bring the top 6, and if there's one that just has horrific matchup, at least there's like some guys here where you're like, okay, like you can show up a week, you can clock in, get some hours. It's not my favorite team, but I think just the top end pressure is so crazy.
Yes.
I just love like what these guys can do for each other. So
No, I 1,000% agree with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
yeah, I'm a fan. So where do we want to put this? It's a very good question. Do we think it's better than Blues team?
I mean, I feel
it's
like
like even to me. I would say
I feel
maybe a little better because I like the top four better. I would put it probably a little like above.
Uh, it's weird because like if I look at it's weird because I look at Blue team, like I tried on the raid part. It's like if I look at their 6 versus Ava's 6, like that's kind of close.
That's my thing. Is if you're going 6, like best 6, I just think it is Ava. If you're going full team,
If we the full team, you give it to Blue.
I
Yeah,
agree. I think I trust
I
offense
guess.
in D2 a little bit more.
I guess you could give the slight edge to Blue.
it's
I don't know.
like
It's tough. It's tough. I don't. Hello, we heard you.
Oh,
Hello.
sorry. My
Yeah,
bad.
you're
I don't
good.
know if that was me or not.
I
would give this like a-
slightly lean Ava, but if you guys are leaning Blue, that's fine with me. I'm not too mad about it.
Yeah, I don't know. It's very close. They're like 0.5 difference. You know. It's like,
So we are halfway through. All right,
I'm making good pace.
Pyrobite.
Oh,
yes.
Christ, never mind. Bad pace time. There, I spoke too soon.
Oh my
I spoke
god.
too soon. Please, can we skip this? Can we go to Spice? Can we just go to Spice, please?
Pyrobite has been in the chat. He's been waiting. Unfortunately, we must.
He could be waiting for what, a roast session? Is that what he was waiting for?
Ace said speedrunning my way to the bottom.
No, don't worry, Ace. Don't worry, Ace. I think you'll be safe. I think you'll be safe.
You ain't
from
getting
us.
last, buddy.
You-
I can't believe he did the changes he did. I said in call to James, I'm like, wow, this is like the most palatable Pyrobite team I've ever seen. Like, I actually kind of like this a little bit. And I'm like going through it. I'm like,
Omar, stop the
Good
glazing
work.
right now. Stop
good.
the
I'm like,
glazing.
oh, I was almost gonna DM him like, good work, man. Like, I'm happy with this. And then like 30 minutes later, I believe Koinu says like, oh god, Pyrobite just made changes, and I'm like, what? And I go, look, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck? Why? Anyway, Darkrai, Terra Gliscor, Mega Diancie, Terra Darmg once again coming home, Melmetal, Latios, Z Primarina, and then the Isis 4 of Weirdeer, Illumise, Corsola
Oh, this is
Galar,
the
and
ISIS.
fucking Primal Kyogre who can't do anything.
Bro, I need.
Before
Hold
you
on.
say
I
anything,
just need to talk about general. Or James, what are you gonna talk about? Go ahead.
I just want to give a big shout out to Pyrobite. Thank you for ruining your team so that Monster could profit. I appreciate you because you made my torture worth it. You know, so shout out for you.
Dude, the way James popped off in call when I told him that Scizor and Nihilego were back on the board, it was literally like, it was like I just told him like Jesus was real. He was like, no way, really?
He came back.
Dude, I don't think you guys understand how much mental
I do.
pain I went through.
No,
And it
I
was
think I do.
Pyrobite
I think
came
I
down.
do.
He was like, it was like Mercy in that meme, just reaching her hand out, and I was like, holy shit. It was beautiful.
No.
Jamal, go ahead.
I just want to point out that, like, in chat, it was the funniest shit. I was just early today. You know, I was catching up with chat in general on my way home from work, and I saw that fucking of all people, Pyrobite Times were talking, and Pyrobite was asking Times for help. Oh my goodness, this shit can't write itself any better. Two. Fuck, oh my goodness. Fucking Times be like, yeah, bro, I like your team, dark team. It's really good, bro. It's solid. You know, you can change a couple of things. It's like, thanks, man. It's like, holy shit. Of course, Dumb and Dumber talking to each other right now.
It's always two dumb bitches
Darn.
telling each other exactly. You know, you ever seen that meme? Yeah, it's fucking mad.
Like, yes, Queen. You're slaying with that. No, that G-Dart is not slaying. That G-Dart is not slaying with Terra. Take it off. Stop. Go ahead, Mister. I just need to get that out of the way.
Here, let's try to find some positives. You know.
Yeah, you find those. I'm ready for the negatives.
I think the special offense has some guys. You know, I mean, Latios, Diancie, Darkrai, okay. The physical breakers and Primarina, you know, that's cool. I don't really know why we need an offensive fairy when we already had an offensive fairy. I feel like we could have had a defensive water, maybe. That'd been really cool.
Primal Kyogre.
True. You know, Darmg and Melmetal hit pretty hard. Gliscor, not really my favorite guy in the world, but he's bulky. Like,
Uh-huh.
after that,
You know what, Omar? You know what? I'm gonna say it. That's because it is the Great Depression of starting five. This shit blows.
I just don't understand. Like, your rock
Bro.
resist is Melmetal. Your flying resist
Can I
are
can I
Melmetal
can I
and
say something? I'm
Diancie.
sorry. I'm itching.
Yeah, are you done? Are you done,
No,
Mystery?
no, I'm not. Fire resist, Melmetal.
Yep.
I just
All right. You know what?
Go
Mystery,
ahead.
stand back. Look, you put the
Go ahead,
LeBron
James.
hands on your knees. Me and Jamal about to lob up to each other. What the fuck is the synergy on this team? What do these Pokemon do for you? It looks like you were like, this is almost worse. Okay, it's not worse than this, but this is like Ace's like dartboard of a draft, bro. Like you just took Pokemon. I just don't get it. Like, how does this team support
No,
Melmetal
James,
at
what you
all,
talking about?
whatsoever?
James, what you mean? Power Bite James or Power Bites and Steph used the same dartboard to draft their teams.
Dude, like, what? How does this team support Melmetal at all? At all? Like, I don't understand. And then you were like, yes, I like. If exactly what the street said, you like getting an offensive fairy is fine for Lottie and Darkrai, I guess, if that's what you want to do. But why have both? Why have both? What the fuck does it like? What are they doing for each other? And then you have Tyra Gliscor, who is this team's entire defense. It's the entire defense. I love Gliscor.
somebody
but he's
please
not built for
post
this,
the
bro.
Jimmy Butler picture from our
This
stickers,
is
please.
the Jimmy Butler of all Jimmy Butlers, bro. This Gliscor has to do everything. This Gliscor has to set hazards. This Gliscor has to remove hazards. This Gliscor has to pivot into the offense. What are we doing? What is happening here? This genuinely frustrates me because it's like, oh, but look, my offense is so good, and it's like, dude, this does not. They do nothing for each other.
The crazy part is, it's like stat wise, yeah, the offense is good, but it's like everybody also has good stat like offensive mods. But the thing is, as well, people also have fucking synergy between their fucking offensive mods, so, which makes Power Bite's offensive team or offensive mods suck in comparison.
So I don't know how you can have this team, and I feel so underwhelmed. I get mad wanting to prep for this because it's more just like, wow, this is random. I don't think like, wow, I'm scared of a win con.
Let me not get cheese, guys.
Check.
Let me
Can
not
we
get
check?
cheese.
Can we hit double digit X's on the Omar messages right there? I'd appreciate that. If we
I got
can hit,
you.
I need to see these hit double digits. Yep. Lock it in.
This is my biggest pet peeve in draft is when people just draft things for the sake of drafting things and then support it with their life. Like, oh, y'all sleeping on this random set that you will never
Chief?
bring. You
No,
will
let me
never
add on to that. My thing is, it's more, and you said Power Bites here, right, Mystery?
Yeah, he's in the
This
chat.
is perfect. My thing is, I just want an explanation, right? Because I look at Power
Why?
Bite's
Why
team.
did it get dropped? Like,
This shit looks so random. Like Power Bite, please, can you just tell me what was the thought process? What's the game plan we're seeing with this team, bro? Like, what's the idea?
Ark or Koinu, by the way. Ark or Koinu, can one of you find the old picture of Pyrobyte's team? I don't know if anyone has a copy of the doc at any point with the pre-change team. I'm not saying it was perfect, but it was a hell of a lot better than this. And I just don't understand. Like, why did it have to go? Like, why? You were so close to like where I could finally fucking praise you for a team, and instead you were just like, no, I must be criticized. I have to. Like, do you have like a fucking a kink? Like, what is that, a shaming kink or whatever? Or they're like degrading? Like you want me to talk shit about you so bad? I don't understand. Please, you're so fucking close.
I'm gonna go back to like, if you want to use Darmg, who are we to tell you no? We're gonna shit on you. Exactly. We're gonna say this Mon's shit and stuff. But if you're gonna make a Darmg team, at least do something to support it. What Pokemon on this team supports Darmg? I want to know, because it's nothing. It's nothing. You can't get rid of hazards well because Gliscor has to do everything. So you can't actually get rid of hazards well. So now, like, fucking Choice Scarf and Band sets become fucking awful because you're fucking Ice type before you Terra, and you have to take those. Like, and then you can't defensively swap into anything. So now you're just wanting to trade, and you have to get every turn right.
Bro,
It
look
makes
at
no
this
sense.
team. Look at the Mystery, pull up the old team, bro.
Oh, he posted it. Thank you, Max. You are a fucking goat. Like, I'm not saying this is perfect. I don't think it's like a great team, but I at least think
You
that
see
they
a
like
game plan.
I see like the thought process, right? Like I see what he's going for, and like the offense is pretty cool on the team. Like it's not, again, I don't think this like supports Darm G all that well, but at least the team functions and like has like breakers for
At
each
least there's-
other. Go
And
ahead.
the main thing is, it doesn't look random. It looks like, I'm like, okay, I look at this team, I can think like, okay, you know, the game plan, we can do a lot of pivoting with like Cinderace and Mega Scizor and G-Darm and just chip things down, you know, with those guys into like Darkrai and Nihilego can
Yeah,
like sleep someone, like, or
exactly.
clean up
I
the end
think
game. It's
I
like,
think this
bro,
team actually supports something. Maybe Darnji isn't.
it
Like,
just has a
perfectly
game plan.
supported
It has
here.
a game plan.
Exactly. But at least I look at this and I go, okay, it's very obvious that Darkrai is the win con in this scenario, and we're setting up like these balanced, I don't want to say long games, but like mid-tier games to where like you're wearing things down, you're positioning for Darkrai and Lottie and Cinderace and mons like that to be able to just start cleaning and claiming kills there. Like I get it, I understand. And then we have defensive like utility in the fact of like Gliscor doesn't feel forced. It can kind of be more fluid with the Terra. Now you can like kind of do things. Maybe slap a Z on fucking Nihilego, whatever, right? And it's like, I get it. I get it at that point. With what you have now, I look at it and it's just a bunch of Pokemon. And there's no win condition. It's hope your opponent chokes. That I think that's your win condition, is hope your opponent doesn't prep or doesn't take your team seriously because they kind of look at it and laugh. And I hate saying that. I'm sorry. I don't see it.
And again, I want to say this again, Power Bite. You're listening, so please, if we're missing something, if we're missing something, please tell us what the game plan is. Tell us the thought process. I would love to hear the thought process.
Please do not run. Please, no Terra bug on Darm. All right, Times is lying to you if he says it's okay. Do not. I do not want to see Terra bug.
Take Times'
not once.
advice.
Not once. Not one time. No one's like, oh man, I've always wanted to have even stronger U-turn. Bitch, fuck that. Run like ice at that point. Like run fire.
The only mod that you get away
ground.
with bug is Sherledge. That you not.
I love changing my ice type, which is already one of the worst typings of the game, and we're already super crazy weak to hazards, and changing it to another awful typing in which we're weak to hazards. And now we can U-turn, cool, and we can come back and take more hazards. That sounds like so much fucking fun.
Yeah.
Anyways, you know where to rank this team. We don't gotta talk.
Shout out to Ace. No longer last. Good work, buddy. All right.
Yes.
All of the lights playing for Ace in his house right now.
Anyway, we move on to Spice, Jamal's boy. We got Great Tusk,
Yes,
Palafin, Terra Petulant, Roaring Moon, Charizard Y, Ferrothorn, Terra Jolteon, Alomomola, Z Hatterene, Whimsicott, and Komala.
When the fuck did Harry can see?
I thought this team got changed. What happened to fucking the shit we made the other day? I mean, James was trying to grief this team for like a good 2 hours. So,
I was so tired.
Dude,
wait. Hold on, Blue.
dude,
Wait,
James,
is that true?
dude, no one griefs like James. Dude, James was griefing like a fucking 11-year-old on Minecraft factions. Like, bro was griefing.
When you overwhelm James, when so many D2 teams and other people come to James for help, like a few is cool. Like we obviously that I can cook, not trying to be any arrogance, but at some point it just. I die a little inside.
Yeah, he could have taken. He could have taken the terrible.
Spice! I didn't know that. Oh my, Spice! I don't care. I don't give a fuck if you used Raging Boat last season. You used it for like half the season, and it was on fucking raid. What the? Did you not see my games, Spice?
No, but
on.
we don't need terrible. We have Jolteon.
Did you not see my games? Come on, man! Great Tusk Raging. Oh. I'ma cry now. I didn't know that. I wish Blue, I wish you didn't say anything. My day is ruined now. I'm going. Oh my
Jamal, how about you start us off? Seems like you have some strong opinions.
Hey, bro. Listen, I was ready to be like, you know what, boys? You know, I think this is a piece. No, now I'm upset. Hold on. I gotta recollect myself. Wait a minute. All right.
Look, I'll real quick. I like that Palafin isn't the number one guy here. It's not full sun, so it's fine. Like, I know people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, there's a sun. You can't have Palaf." It's not the end of the world, you know. Again, learning to manage your turns, I think, is important. I do think the sun options though are cool, like Great Tusk and Rory Moon. Obviously, like good Pokemon. Yeah. Pecharunt is a mon that I'm coming around on a little bit. I think he's definitely pretty solid. Like, I don't love the bottom three guys. Gotta say, kind of wish that they would all take a fucking hike to Shanghai, but. You know, they are Pokemon. Overall, I'm like okay with it. I kind of also don't love Jolteon. Kind of wish Raging Bolt was here. You know, can't lie.
Yeah, I wish he was here too.
You know, you got to do what you got to do. So, Jamal, now that you've collected yourself a little bit.
All right, listen. All right, so what I was gonna say before then is that, you know, I'm like, okay, you know, I wanted to give, I just wanted to check with Spice, because I'm like, man, I've had all Spice hit up everyone else. I'm like, damn, I thought we were friends, bro. You know, I wanted to hit him up, see where he was. He said he was liking the current team. I'm like, I don't know about this current team, big bro, but, I mean, I wanted to get a couple suggestions while the draft was still going on, just in case. And I'm like, man, I think the biggest thing. Now, see, I agree. I don't mind the power fit with the Sun team, because obviously, I think you got Charizard Y can't hold like a Sun Rock or anything, so it's like only 5 turns that you have to play around with. And I had Greninja, so like you can do it. Plus, True Theo, Utility Umbrella, Power Fit. But yeah, it's also like those at the same time. I think I was like Power Fit, because it can flip turn and all that. I think it's cool, and like you said, it's not the star player. See, this is everybody listening. This is how you drive Palafin. You make it vice captain, co-star.
He's not LeBron. He needs to be D Wade. He's got to be.
You make it the Vegeta of the team, not Goku. He's the Vegeta of the team, not Goku. That is how you drive Palafin. So I like that. But it's like, let's see, the thing now, the real one I don't like is Alamola. Alamola, please leave the team. We do not need you, little man. But anyways, the biggest, the thing I want to get on, at least for some of the parts, is that I do like the Harry, because I think Harry kind of fits Sun structures, because it can match, the main thought process that you can matching bounce has its way and be a little more offensive. But also my other thing was that even if that's predictable, you could just write eject button on Hatterene and kind of just have a win-win, where it's he's either you bounce the hazards back and now your opponent set up hazards for you, or they attack you, you eject button out into your Charizard Y and hazards aren't up. So it's that was the thought probably of Hatterene, because I think you can afford a more, I guess, a more mid defensive fairy, and something that kind of helps with the offense, in the sense of just making sure the momentum stays up. And then it's Jolteon is for the speed. They said not the type we could have had, but it's okay. Jolteon's there for speed. It's not bad. Plus it gets Weather Ball. It gets a lot of coverage with the Sun in mind, because you can run Weather Ball, you get hit Power Back, you can run Terra Blast though, etc. If it's a Terra Jolteon game, and then we see that one Terra Petra. So it's I think this team is not. I think this team could be better than what it is right now. It should be better than what it is right now. But I guess I'm not as upset with how it turned out, because I feel it could have been a lot worse. So it's I think it's okay. I think it's decent. Like I said, Alamola can bounce. If we find something better for, because you can change Alamola, make it better ground resist, and then you don't need Whimsicott. Because Whimsicott's mainly did that with grounds, but if Whimsicott can, again, if Alamola can just become a better ground switching, then Whimsicott can go. and then maybe we can find something. But realistically, Ferrothorn should go. We realistically this team should become like something else. But hey, man, if he wants to keep Ferrothorn, who am I to say?
Right. James, you have any? Obviously, you drafted not a similar team, but some similar structures here. What do you think about this?
Yeah, I just
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Anyways, I don't hate the Palafin as well. My team, I think, is a lot more offensive than this. I also don't love the Pharaoh/Aloe. I think there could have been better pieces. But at the end of the day, like, if they have to be here, then I don't like hate it. And I actually agree with Jamal. I really like the Hatterene. I like Hatterene on Sun was something that I considered as well, but ended up going a different direction with that. But I just think like adding another defensive piece that's not Aloe would be cool. And if you have to keep the Pharaoh, fine. I just prefer our more offensive Sun teams personally. But I think Spice can do well with this, and it's cool. I mean, we have very similar Pokemon, so if he ever needs help, he can always hit me up for building and stuff like that too. So yeah.
Also, side note, if Whimsicott stays, please make that the C user. You low-key get more value.
Yeah. Definitely consider the changes, though, that we sent you, Spice, because I feel like it would be a little better than this, but, overall...
Or find like, changes you like, something.
Yeah. But I would be fine if you want to try this out for, like, a week or two and just see what you have and what you like, but, not the worst team we've seen. Do we like it more than Aces? Probably.
Okay, that's tough because there's a Dragapult. Hold on.
I agree that the star power at the top is better for Ace, but I
like Spice's team slightly better. I would give it the
edge. That one's closer for me, but it's majority at this point, so
it's barely. And I would take Iron Man's top 3. I think. Well,
no, I'm taking Iron Man's. Actually, fuck.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, Iron Man, you know what? It's time for you to tank, buddy. Send Raging Bolt to Spice, all right? I'm sorry. You'll have to just suffer because we need this.
Spice
So
Spice is better than Iron Man's, though. Yeah, just functions more.
And he's definitely, but he's not better.
And then after that, you say right there, Spice. We don't even have to look.
I fuck heavy with that placement.
Thanks, man. Next up, we have Jack and Tacto. We have
oh my goodness,
Kieran Black, Terra Keldeo, Glow King, Mega Arrow, my beloved, Sandy Shocks, Scizor, Moltres, Florges, Wo-Chien in the big 2025, Dunsparce, and fucking when did this become the Terra Captain? Terra Cutie Fly? We could not be serious. Huh. This is certainly a collection of Pokemon. James, you like Terra Keldeo. I want you to start this one off, and Scizor and Moltres. We got a few of your guys. How do you feel about this?
I like the top 4 a lot. I think Mega Arrow is actually genuinely pretty cool in here. And then I think we have, as we've been saying, the other Cavaliers. Shox is fine. I understand Sizz. I don't really get Moltres or Florges or Wo-Chien personally. I don't think any of them actually genuinely play a specific role on this team. I feel like you'd much rather just have different supporting pieces. I don't know, like Florges could stay. Like I like that's the problem. Like I don't even know how to help fix this team.
I know how. It's called should have made the transactions. The old team was better.
I think Crook was low-key better on this team.
I don't know why Crook left. I don't know.
Yeah. I just would have rather had Crook.
True, yeah, keep. My bad. I was reading chat.
No, it's all good. I think Crook could have stayed, and just other supporting pieces. I think your top 4 is good enough to carry some games. I wish you had some more filler slotted Pokemon. I just don't like the fits of the other ones. Like they're good mons. I just don't think they fit this specific synergetic kind of team. But I'll let Jamal take the wheel for that because I feel like he has a little bit more to say.
I'm not like I don't got what like I said. I'm just confused. Like I think because what Mega Aerodactyl was on the original team. Yes, right.
No, it was
It was Mega
Manectric.
Manectric.
Right. I like the Mega Aerodactyl more than the Manectric. I agree with that. We can keep Aerodactyl. I like him. He can stay. Listen, I love Mr. Shucks. That's my guy. I got nothing but respect for him. But in the most respectful way. This man should be Harris the Crocodile on the team. Mr. Shucks, unfortunately, you do not belong here. This is not the team for you, little man. Spice is calling you up. The double ground. We need to bring back the double ground. Shit, man. You know what? Ace is calling your name, Mr. Shucks. I don't know. Someone knows. Someone knows these on that ground more than I don't know. But yeah, I think Crook was a better fit on this team. I think Mayor Eric Dactyl could have been a cool addition. And then it's like maybe like if you really want electric type, you just swap out Moltres for someone else. Like I don't know. That's like it's just I don't know. It just feels a little more clunky now, in my opinion. Like I guess I I think Tacno can still win games with this team because it's like you got like 10,000 pivot mods for Aerodactyl and Kara Black, so it's like it's a very simplistic team and you can still win games. It's just like now I feel like you have to play like a lot more offensively. Like you have to play like this. Like you have to play more like HO-ish and like more offensively rather than
You
like
have to get ahead.
balance
Like,
games.
This team desperately needs to be ahead in turns.
I don't know. It's just like I think it's harder to play a balanced game with this team compared
Yeah, that's
to
what I mean. You know what I
the
mean?
last version.
That's like you have to play into your opponent rather than being reactionary. That's what I'm trying to say.
But I think this team has some cool stuff going for it. Glow King and Akira Black take advantage of his awesome stats and make him even better. I think Terra Keld's a good mon. I don't really care what I don't know. I know Harris hates Keldeo, the black Pokemon itself. I don't know how he feels about Terra Keld, but I still think he's pretty solid. Mega Arrow is you like regular Keldeo? Okay, well my apologies. I thought you were a hater. My bad. Mega Arrow is my guy.
Price thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he's fine. But I like the top 4 is really cool, and then it's kind of like you gotta pick your poison. I will say I kind of like Wo-Chien with Glow King a little bit. I think they cover for each other like weakness wise decently well. I think in a D2 setting, keep that in mind. In a D2 setting, I think those two could be really really annoying for each other, or like with each other for people.
True, I'll give you that.
Like I think some of these newer players could struggle against like the, just the collection of defense on this team. I think you have great U-turn. I still don't have a good word for it. I'm gonna stick with scarers. Like Moltres, you don't. Although he has a 4x weakness, it sucks if you're not pads.
I think that's the word.
Yeah, right. Like you have mons that you just are like, fuck. Like if I click U-turn and I get burned, this is gonna suck dick. Like Moltres is that, and I think that works with Wo-Chien. And you have mons that just like, I think you have good offense. I think you have good enough defense. It's not a perfect team, but in a D2 setting, I think there's pieces here to be successful. So I see this as like a fringe, like a play-in team. Like this could be like a 10 or a 9 seed. I really wouldn't be surprised at all.
Yeah.
Deterrence, that's a good one.
I lean the other side. I lean to the other side of the line. Yeah, I think this team is like a just out of play-in team.
Yeah, like in the talks till the final week, kind of depends on how everything goes, kind of on a kind of team. So I think it's better than Pyrobite. Definitely think it's better
kind of
than
like
Ace.
Would you take it over Iron Man? I don't know.
I really like Iron Man.
What's Iron Man's team again? Man, it's like I look at the top 3, I'm like hell no, but then I look at everyone else.
It's literally like you get like the first 5 questions on a test right, you think you're doing well, and then he just tanks. Like I don't even know. Like
I still, if we're looking at the entire team, I think Jax is better.
You have to give it to Jack, yes.
Then
so then who's
it's
next?
Spice.
I would rather take Spice's team.
I think I'll take.
I would take Jax personally.
I'm trying to think.
I would much rather use Jack's team too, but you know that's not really a part of it. But just in general, I feel like this would be more fun to use.
I think.
Maybe Jax win. I don't know.
I'm trying to think.
This is like the same level, like the exact same level.
It's weird because I'm trying to think who that Eastern time winning, but I feel like both have like easy win conditions. So it's like.
What I think's funny, Jamal, is I think that I love that word that you've been using. I think both teams are clunky. Like I think that's kind of like where
like they both have bars that just like fucking kill momentum. I guess.
I think all these guys pivot though, except for Kieran
no, that's
and
what I'm
Arrow.
saying. No. I was gonna say it's mainly like shit like Lorges and I guess I'm worried about like Wochit, but at the same time Spice has like Fairthorn and like
Aloe.
Yeah. Even though Al gets flip turns, like you gotta take a hit and they're still off hit. I think I'll give the slight edge to Jack. I don't know. I feel like I'm biased because I like Kieran Black, but I think I can see myself winning with that one.
I'm that team. Either. I think because we're all biased. I think because like obviously Spice's is similar to mine, so like I kind of get the vision he was going for, but I'm fine with whatever.
I mean, I literally see the vision with Spice's too, though. Geez, that's what I'm saying. It's like I'm like.
I definitely still think Ava's team is better than this, though.
Oh, of course. But yeah, I'm just like, I believe a little more in Kieran Black's, like, if I'm going off of, like, just pop-off potential, I believe in Kieran Black's pop-off potential more than Palafin's and, like, Charizard Wise.
I'm a firm believer in Tusk, but yeah.
Oh, of course. No, that's what makes it hard. I love Great Tusk. Like,
But yeah, we can move on to Sky, who I don't think will be last. Ooh. Shout out to Sky. Let's go.
I'm excited. This is the one I'm most excited about. I'm not gonna lie.
I also agree.
We have Terra Annihilate. This also changed pretty recently, so I have to reacclimate myself. Terra Annihilate, Mega Mawile, Greninja, Garchomp, Thundy. I don't know why I fucking had a brain fart. Z, DOD, Tentacruel, Talonflame, Terra Regigigas, my goat, Vespiquen, and Growl.
I didn't even know.
Yeah, this has got a lot of my guys. Hold on, Mega Mawile Gren. Wait a minute. I'm seeing a vision. I'm seeing a wonderful vision. If you close your eyes. I fuck with this. I fuck with this team. I mean, look, Tentacruel down, little terroristy, but it's cool.
So Sky came to me, right? And she had like the base ground. Like we didn't change it like crazy, but she had the base ground of what she wanted to use and stuff. And we swapped the Terra. We changed a couple pieces, and I'm gonna be so honest. I love this. I would 110% use this. I think it supports Mawile real heavy. I think Greninja has so much potential to be so good on this team. I love the pivoting options. I think the worst part is Tentacruel, but I think it plays its fucking role. So I like this a lot. I think Annihilate is really cool as well. I like it a lot.
Go ahead, Jamal.
No, I was gonna say. I see. When we ask that question, they so like, who's your favorite team for like D1, D2? I'm not gonna lie. Outside of Keegan, because again, I'm biased as fuck for Keegan's team. I truly think Sky has my favorite team. I'm not even joking.
Really?
I like it's not perfect, but like a lot of it, I just like about so much. Like I am so happy with how Sky drafted. I think she actually drafted really well this season. I liked, it's really speaking my language because the offense is my favorite type of offense. That bulky offense, something that can take a hit and then swing right back. That's Annihilate. That's Mega Mawile. That's like guard chop. You know, if you get creative, you could EV Thunders for that. You know, like Thunders could be even take a hit because of how fast they are. It's like, oh my goodness, it's just
it's really
speaking
gonna
my
come
language
down to
there.
Mega Mawile needs to be EV correctly, and I'm a little scared because
Yes.
Sky gets a little lazy with the EVing.
Yeah, that's the biggest concern with this team. Cause listen, she got some EV like
Gods,
masterminds
yeah.
here. Like we got Annihilate. You come on, you can do crazy things with Annihilate if you EV correctly. Make a Mawile, same thing. Guard chop, you can get creative with the EVs. Deoxys defense, like you know, etc. Nah.
You want to talk about U-turn deterrence?
Nah.
This team got,
Annihilate, you
50
get
million
crazy
of them.
too. But yeah, not. But anyways,
You have the best U-turn to turn in the game, fucking Annihilate.
Yeah,
exactly.
and
It's like, go ahead, bro.
downplay. Yeah.
It's like, yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I fuck with this team. I'm not sure I would
I,
call it number one, but I like.
no, yeah.
I'll go over, since we've been very positive. I'll go over some of my concerns. They're pretty minor.
Okay, get to that. Go ahead, though.
Right.
Go ahead.
Oh, my bad. If you want to go first, that's totally fine.
No. Well, the only what I wanted to say, the only issue I'm like really seeing is that I'm worried about like our matchup into other grounds. Like I know I
Yes,
was just
yeah.
I was questioning Mr. Shocks' game, but then Mr. Shocks is cooking this team. He's like
Mhm.
he's like, don't worry, bro. I'm gonna prove my worth on Jack's team.
AV Chomp gonna have to put in overtime on this team. That's all. Like spit out
But-
the.
I was
Grotto.
gonna say Theo D's definitely got to hold it down. True Grotto. But it's like, yeah, that's the biggest thing. I'm really worried about some ground types. And another thing is like, I wish no, I think that's and the removers, you know, the removers are like all decent ones, but it's not like the best removal, but it's okay. It's not the worst.
Yeah, I think you have plenty of options. You have Thunderous, Talonflame, Tentacruel, so it's like, I think it's by committee kind of thing, where like none of them are like 110% the best remover on the team, but they're all like 50%, so you can kind of just committee it at points. But plus you
So-
have like a shitload of setters, so
My thoughts. I'm a little worried. Just like 1% of me is worried that Mawile and Annihilate are kind of fighting for like the same build around them. Like there's like a part of me that's like, is Annihilate and Mawile, like, will they try to function as the same type of Pokemon on the team where like the pivoting is supposed to go into them? Like, I wonder, like, is there going to be a moment where you just don't even know who to go into because like, is this a better Mawile spot or a better Annihilate spot? I'm not really sure if what I'm saying makes sense at all, but I kind of feel like they play a similar-ish role of like.
I get what you're saying. I think the best point about it is that they can break for each other. I think they can kind of seamlessly go through that role, but I do see what you're saying in terms of like a
They may
stand.
well depend on the set. They may want boats in the bag. I think that's what's in there.
Okay.
Right. It's like I'm not worried about early game. I think Gren is fine. I'm kind of more worried about like mid game almost, but I guess that's where if you think like Mawile's breaking for Annihilate or Annihilate's breaking for Mawile, like Eric said, I think Annihilate is like the best like pivot punisher. Like, you know, these weak ass pivot moves. He's like, oh goody, thank you. My Rage Fist is now 200
that's
power.
good eat. That's good eat.
So
I just exactly like what Harry said. I love that like you can use Maw to trade and just take Mons and just delete health off shit. But I definitely see
No,
what you're
I
saying.
think the bigger thing is that I think I like more so with like Scarf Annihilate games where it's like if Scarf Annihilate's good, that's good for Mawile because you can just run like Terra Ghost, Terra Blast, like Choice Scarf Annihilate, you know, do some big damage. You turn out in the Mawile, and then it's like Mawile, go get a buddy.
yeah, so I'm a fan. I like the team. Good job, Sky. You know, usually we are very critical of Sky teams, as anyone who's been in NCL or FBL before that would know.
That's what I'm saying.
This is a long recurring joke that she is typically in the bottom 3. Good job, Sky. I'm very proud. Good work.
Thanks for coming.
Like I said, outside of Keegan and my bias, this is my favorite team. Like I'm. Like,
So we can
I'm
start
sorry
with
to my-
Keegan. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry to my D2 goats that came to me and I didn't give you the best product. It was because I was too busy cooking these Monster and Sky teams, bro. It's too much sometimes. Anyways, I love this team.
All right,
I would
bro.
put this number 1.
Monster. I'm the one that pointed out that Scizor and Nihilego were dropped and then got Mens on the team, but okay, sure.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah, I wanted them. All right.
Yeah, well, you know what? That was a
You
tag
didn't go
team.
through the trenches. You didn't go
Yeah,
through the
you're
trenches.
right. I didn't sit in the call with Monster and suffer. You are right. That didn't happen. But we could start with the Keegan line because I think we'd all agree this is better than Person's team.
Yes.
I'm not lying. Maybe this is, and I like this the best of the teams we've been through.
Really?
I don't think
It's my current favorite.
It's my favorite. It's like my favorite, but I don't think it's one.
I like Monster's
I'd be
team
okay
more
if
than
you
this. Max.
I'm
kind of okay with that.
I like it more than Max.
I think two. I'm good with
this.
two.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think
I'm cool
two.
with that. I'm cool with that. I can write with that.
Yeah,
I just
good
wanna
job,
say,
Sky. Very,
I
very
blaze
proud.
myself today. I'm not usually arrogant. That's usually a mystery's job.
Okay,
I'm blazing myself
all
today.
right.
Look at my boys at 1 and 2. My boy and my girl.
We're brushing his sleeves off like we
Literally,
can help his team.
the male and female versions of each other, Monster and Sky. Anyway, we can move on to the People's Champ of D2. Oh,
No.
yes. Oh, yes.
No.
Look, it's better
guys,
now.
I think I need to get up for a moment.
No, Jamal, you're starting this one off. We have Ogrepon
would you-
Cornerstone. Ogrepon Cornerstone, Terra, Gouging Fire, Goldengo, Slowbro, Mechaloputty, Clefable, Z Crocodile, Amoongus, Electros, Big Dub, and Kricketune.
When did he get here? When the fuck did he get here?
He always finds his way back. Look, it had 0 good mons before transactions.
That is true. This team is like okay, man. It doesn't matter because it's Steph.
Look, the goal with Steph is just give him Pokemon that like are easy to use. When we did that in a D2 setting, he won, I believe, 5 games.
And won a playoff game.
And could have won a second one if he got a little lucky. Like, he needed one thing to go his way, and he was going to win a second one to make finals.
And he missed Megahorn?
He got unlucky early in the game. I don't remember exactly what it was, but like late game, he just needed one thing to go his way, and he didn't get it. But regardless, like, look, I'm not saying that this team is perfect. I'm just saying that it's easy to use. Like, these mods are straightforward as fuck.
But at the same time, I saw this man have use Rotopeat and never click overheat. So I don't know. My faith in Steph is at an all-time low.
I understand.
Okay, let me just cover the name. Let me think that's like Timmy or something. Let me just
right again.
Hold
you got to think about this is the team, not with Steph.
You know,
this is just
hold
the
up.
team.
I got the solution. Let me take off my glasses. All right, there we go. All right. So if I look at this team, I'm gonna ignore the Mega, cause if I get on the Mega, I'm gonna sound like James. I'm gonna recreate James's rant about Mega Gyarados. So I'm gonna just ignore Low Punny real quick. Listen, that first 4, it's kind of shiesty. I'm not gonna lie. Listen, I like the first 4, and I kind of like the Slowbro plus Amoongus combo with Goucher Fire, cause it reminds me of this this triple core that I read where like it's Slowbro Amoongus and instead of Goucher it was Hisuian Arcanine, so it's like I kind of like that with the Goucher Fire. You got 2 regen mods you can like swap into, plus like Slowbro, since it's regular Slowbro, you can run teleport. It's not Mega Bro. You can run teleport on this one.
You should run teleport on this one.
Listen, you could plus you can teleport to like Goucher, teleport the Cornerstone. Like that's kind of gas. I can't lie about that. I really like the Slowbro on this team. Obviously Goucher Fire. I knew up and coming go for me. He could definitely win games, clutch up games no matter what.
Real quick, Jamal, if you'd like to see what the old team looked like in comparison as well.
Oh, Christ almighty. I forgot Blood Moon was here.
Iron Thorns. Cropads.
Yes. Never mind. Yeah, I forgot.
So just as a quick reminder.
Right. No, listen, like I said, this is not about the team mystery. It's the player. that's my issue. But like team-wise, obviously I like the offense. There's definitely winning pieces on this team. The defense is like alright. I'm not the biggest fan about Clefable. It's okay. It's probably like one of the few fairy types left there, so I'm not gonna hate on it too much. I kind of wish it was something else though, like low key. A Togen Kids could be interested here, but I
Because the ground
understand.
resists are fucking terrible.
That's what I'm saying. The ground restrictions is Slowbro and Electrons. Like they hold it down, but that's why I'm like I would like a Togen Kids over Clefable, but it is what it is. Uh, I kind of wish we had another rocker. I guess it's Clefable. Never mind. But still, and then it's like, does he even have a remover though? Like, there's no remover, right?
Oh God, you're right.
No
No.
remover for Gouchin and Cornerstone. Oh no.
Oh wow. Yeah, we missed that. We were literally it was just about putting like easy to use mons in the team. Yeah, we missed that. That's a tough one.
Listen,
Tough one.
Clefable got Magic Guard. Pop.
True. True. I think this team can be a little boots heavy as well. So it's
Yeah. Just Cornerstone's fucking pissed. It's like, damn, I'll never have it sturdy, huh?
the hating is crazy. Why was I
Yeah,
drafted in this?
Togekiss would have been awesome here, but Unk took it, so
Ung needed his cancer Gen 6 defensive core, but now the cancer has killed him defensive core. Yeah, I don't think we need to spend a ton of time. No removal plus the ground switch-ins plus, it's just...
this
I
is
don't know.
just mid as fuck.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than Pyrobyte's team. I'd probably take
By
Aces,
mile.
though.
Oh my goodness. I'm giving Ace's team.
Yeah,
Over-
I would take Ace. So I think we just go young Steph, and we go...
Yes, sir. Let's go, Ace.
Pyro.
Yes.
We're moving up in the world.
Ace is moving up in the world. Let's go. All right, next up we have Tox, who's been hanging out in the chat like this whole time. So
I'm glad you have.
let's do it. We got Terrazera, Chi-Yu, Baxcalibur, Iron Shreds, Z, Slowking, Terra Hydrapple, Nidoking, Comfey, Skarmory, Staraptor, and Leavanny. As Harris said, the Terra captains are elite.
Elite.
Like these are great picks for Terra captains. Good work. However, everything after that, not a huge fan. Gotta be real.
Bro, Hydrapple and Sarah look at the team. They're like, oh, come on, man.
I do like, there's some stuff I like here. I like Slowking with Chili Reception into backs. That's always kind of fun. I think the pivoting on this
Stop,
team,
Karis. Delete that message.
back shots. That's an awesome name. I'm gonna have to use that. That's an awesome name.
Harris, why?
That is an awesome name. Good work, Harris.
Harris.
Please name it that, Tox, for me.
Don't do it, please,
do it,
please.
do it,
I'll give
do
you
it.
$5.
I'll give you 10.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
Can I speak?
Sure, go ahead.
Harris, I hate you, bro.
I think Tox, your biggest problem with this team is you had a role that you grabbed and then tried to duplicate it for whatever reason. Like, what's the point of Treads, Nidoking, and Skarmory on this team? Like, what do they do? I'm okay if you kind of wanted to use Treads just because I think you can support your offensive mons, but I don't get Skarmory and Nidoking at all. CU feels fucking useless here. I guess it's because you wanted to break steals. Is that yeah? I guess I could see that. What got posed?
No,
Oh,
Nick,
bruh.
give me the fucking needle, okay?
But I don't know. I just feel like there's missing points. I look at this team and I feel like you should have 20 more points. I don't know. I don't like Nidoking and Skarmory at all. Raptor, Leavanny can leave. Comfey is fine, I guess, as your secondary remover. And there's poverty fairies, so I kind of get it. But I don't know. Your speed is atrocious. It's fucking zero aura to Treads to Chi-Yu.
Yeah, you gotta get a real speed tier in there.
Hold on.
Use
Use
it,
Mystery's.
Jamal team.
No. I was gonna say using Mystery's logic from the D1 episode, which you should check out. You know, if my teams look fast compared to yours, your speed tiers are trash. They are garbage. Oh my goodness. Your speed tiers are dog shit. And you're making my team look blistering fast. I appreciate you, Tox. Yes, sir.
142 to 106 is not a speed.
And the
tier
106
gap
is a
It's
relatively fraudulent 106. You know.
Yeah,
Exactly.
a mod that's gonna die in the first 5 turns. Yes.
And then you got double hundreds where you like.
Oh my
is
god,
it-
Mega
is it
Bro
pretty
is still
natural?
out there? Please go get him right now! Drop the Slow King right now. I don't give a fuck about him plus
get
back.
that.
Don't even care. Do not
Yeah,
flinch.
that's awesome.
Fucking do it right now. This second.
That makes your route-
That's what I'm saying.
my
Stop
God,
listening
wow.
to the pod right
Good.
now.
We
Get this.
we will fix more later. I don't care. I don't give a flying fuck. I will do it with you after the pod. Pick him up right now. That works too. Oh my god. We can literally.
Fuck you.
We
Fuck.
Dude, literally, if you take Chiyu off, put Cinderace on, take Low King off, put Mega Bro, take Nido King and Skarmory off, and then whatever, I don't care about your bottom two, change those up. Grab a fucking Dark type and a Poison type, bam. This team is like auto, like I would love it.
I put this
Auto
shit
better.
like top 3. Like, Mr. Race, bro, come on, bro, leave him alone. No, but nah, like this team has the pieces. It's like it's so close. Like we just said, fucking please, just get like a speed tier and the shit we just talked about. Like Cinderace, literally, like that's perfect. Him plus Zera, that's great. So fucking yeah, that's great. That's wonderful. Tell Chiyu to take a hike. Tell Slow King to take a hike for his brother.
That also helps your hazard if you grab 8. Yeah, I like that a lot.
Yes.
Sure, you get core change.
But based on just this current team as we see it right now,
Bleh.
Oh nah.
Yeah, this is like.
do we like it more than I like it probably more than Ace's
Low-key.
team.
I don't know.
I think the Terras are better than Ace's team, but like I don't
Yeah,
know.
the
man.
terrorists for over.
I think the
I don't know,
Terras
man.
plus Slow King backs tread. Like I think I would take
I would
that
not
over
put it
what
anywhere
Ace's
above
team
Ace,
can do.
but Sure.
You wouldn't put it above Ace?
Maybe.
I
That would.
personally wouldn't put over Ace, but
I think that's where I'm leaning too.
Okay. Look, if I'm outvoted, that's totally fine. I don't, I'm not losing sleep over this one. So
Right. It's like.
But Tox,
you know.
Tox, like hear me out. You're below Ace here, but like
with a
With
few
the
changes,
changes-
you're up here, buddy. We're
literally,
so
yeah.
close. You are
you're
so
like
close.
right below Sky, like genuinely. Like I would love this team.
Yeah. So anyway, we got two more left. We got Unk, Grandpa.
Oh, here we go.
Jamal, take the wheel.
Nah, I'm good.
Let me read this and then we'll break it down. We got Mega Latios, who was traded up and then traded down for. We got Terra Weavile, Terapagos, Brian Hands, Zee Blacephalon, and certified Unkness, Togekiss, Registeel, Nidoqueen, Vaporeon, Tangrowth, and Squawktua.
You know, I realized that I have my glasses on. I feel like I should keep them off. I think I feel.
You know, it's he does have 2 new mons. You know, 3 if he counts
Sure.
Squawkabilly. Squawktua is there.
Hey, before we get into this, I just want to say a phrase that Nick happened to say to Harris that we need to touch on for a second. I do want to say that Nick said to Harris that he will, in fact, make Tangrowth him again.
Oh no.
I just want to say
Oh,
it's
no.
not happening.
He is good.
I literally said get Tangled. I said
We literally have MAGA Tangrowth on this team.
just get Tangled, bro.
MAGA Tangrowth is insane. MAGA Roth.
Yo.
Oh man. Where do we even start?
The defensive mods, the defensive core is outdated as fuck. It's like you took
So-
a time machine.
I wonder if this defensive core will work because it's D2. Do you guys think that that's a possibility that like it may be
I'm not gonna lie,
outdated? I still think it
it'll
sucks.
work. It'll
Top
work against a
5 is
couple
cool.
people, but here's the thing, Mystery. Most of the D2 teams are built as Gen 9 teams. So just off of that alone, their offensive mods are gonna threaten like most of Nick's defensive core. So
Right.
I don't know if they can
I'm
pull
scared
it off.
doesn't know what a booster is, and I'm scared about this Brian Hands.
Nah. Alright, bro. What you mean? Iron Hands, Terapagos are holding it down. They're like, oh, now we gotta carry these old ass niggas to the top. That's what they say right now.
Nick about to say, fuck Rapid Spin and Rock Polish on this Terapagos. We're going Adrenaline Orb. Who's ready? We in.
Yeah, true.
I literally got asked how Terapagos worked the other day. Oh no. Oh no. It's Jover.
Look, let's focus on some
Chill, bro.
positives here. I think the
ahead.
top 3 is really, really good. I think these are all really solid Pokemon. I think Terra Weavile is broken as fuck. Well, broken maybe is a strong word, but really, really good.
Very good.
With Terra Blast.
Yeah.
Um,
Nah, Terra Hands is solid too.
yeah, as like a backup Terra,
Very
totally
good
fine
mod.
with that.
Good.
Yeah.
Megaladios is a mod I respect the fuck out of. I think he's so cool.
Especially Luster Purge.
Right. Like, post buffs, like, because he was starting to get to the point of slight unk status a little bit, where I was like, ugh, I don't know. But that invigorated everything about Megaladios again.
Also, Blue, you are not getting that Terapagos. I would not let Nick do that.
As I was about to say, Terapagos is
let's-
awesome. He
Just
is
believe
here.
you'll see the Keegan or Aces team before yours.
Donate this to Tox. Let's make a super team. But
Nah. Nick, you cannot say fuck Max for taking Coco. I told you to take Coco. Please, someone validate that. I
yeah,
literally
you
said
traded
could-
you traded up and then traded out of the pick. That's your fault. I don't know. Regardless, this isn't the worst team, but the defensive core is so outdated, and the offense is like a little one note. It's kind of, I don't know. The most like diverse Pokemon are like Terapagos and Iron Hands, and Nick is maybe not the best person at this point to use Terapagos, but if he gets the most out of it, I think this team will be good.
All right.
So unless you guys have anything like crazy to add, I think we can.
I mean, the main
I just
thing
think
is
that this mod's all good.
it just for I like Mystery was alluded to. This is the success of Nick's like season relies on how well he uses the new guys. Like I said, Terapagos, Mr. Hands, they're like, okay, we gotta carry up to the top. So if Nick can learn how to use those two, I think Nick can have a good season. He can pull off using his like old ass like Pokemon and Tangrowth and Vaporeon. But if Terapagos and Iron Hands don't get their value, it's good. Wrap it up. We'll try next
I
season,
agree.
Nick.
I think this team is just easily overwhelmed, like in a Gen 9 format. It just feels way too weak. But definitely want to see Terapagos and Brian Hands.
Nick, kill yourself, alright? You
Yeah,
don't have to put out that struggle to say a word. Fuck you.
we can go ahead and rank this. Definitely feel better about it than Ace's team. I know.
Yeah, I think it may stop right there.
Iron Man. I love Iron Man.
Listen.
But I think Nick's. I think I would take Nick's team.
I think if you put it over Iron Man, I think that's where it stops. I wouldn't put it any higher.
Who's after Iron Man?
Ava, I think. Spice.
Spice? Oh, you know what? Yeah. Listen, they got both. I like Spice's offense a lot more.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
that's the spot. I think we go right there.
We got one last person.
We do. We have Corey.
This has been a good tiering.
Yeah, we haven't had like any major disagreements. Obviously Jamal loves Keegan more than me and James did, but other than that, like it's been
Exactly. That's because I'm biased as fuck.
and at least you admit it. Where have we seen this before? Corin has Zamazenta
If you
Crown,
close your
Terrahydrate, Late, Terra Sinistra, Hammerot, Heatran, Hippowdon, Z-Zam, Clodsire, Toucanon, and
look-
the Ops.
Hey, look, guys. Corey did the same thing as his friends. Draft the second still time when you don't fucking need it. Stop.
Why is there?
Fortunately,
two
Corin,
rounds?
you're getting your mind polluted by the the cancer that is the Pickles and Zai. You must have 2 steel types. We cannot function without a second steel.
This garbage philosophy of theirs.
Zai, watch the last season's pod when we ripped apart the Heatran Corv. This ain't a whole lot better, buddy. This,
just put ×2 on it, and yeah, there's literally like almost like
we also have double
we burn
ground.
ourselves out.
Wait, hold on.
This shitty ass double ground, double steel that doesn't make any sense. And then Terra Hydreigon doesn't need to be here at all.
Also, Harris, that is a funny point. This team somehow has better speed than Pickles inside. Oh my goodness, bro. That's insane. Pickles, how you fumble so hard? Never mind. Go ahead. Go ahead, James.
I like the Z-Zam. I mean, I think he's probably out of his league, but at least like he's fun.
I don't really get the
drain.
point though. I kind of would just rather run Life Orb, I think, but I guess he can be an interesting breaker.
You
could run Sea Thunder.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, I guess
Z Focus Blast. Yeah.
Z Focus Blast was my thought, just to get the really powerful fighting move.
Sure. I think it's usable. I think Spikes.
I'm not saying it's I think it's a little bit underwhelming in Gen 9 still, but I was like, at least it's getting some action. I think.
I love Spikes plus Zama and Lele. Like, I think Samurott with those two is really, really cool. Not sure we necessarily need a Dark Meat on this team. Don't know.
We do not need Hydreigon.
Right. He's kind of the odd one out.
Hydreigon's the only remover, so we do need him.
Oh my god. Toucannon.
Wait. Oh, hell no.
I just don't understand why we have Heatran, Hippowdon, Clodsire, and Hydreigon.
There's so much going on here, man.
Yeah, there's so many points wasted. It's like, why wouldn't you just get like
the funny part is
pieces?
The funny part is I like how they got the better Dark than Pickles side as well, and Hisuian Samurai. The Hydreigon was a scam. They sabotaged they hold you, whatever word you want to use. Oh, really? You're responsible for the top 5.
Hashtag, are we surprised?
If they got rid of Zam and did like Dio Speed or something, that'd be cool.
Sure, I would take that.
Yeah, Dio Speed plus like.
But then you need to get a mid speed.
Oh, Harris said that too.
Hashtag lying.
Hashtag my balls are sweaty. Put them in your mouth.
Is that all one hashtag?
Yeah.
Okay, come on, guys. We're almost there. Shut the fuck up. We're almost there.
Only flying resist on the team. Heatran.
Oh my gosh. The more you talk about it, the worse it gets.
It's the ghost resists on the team are Hydreigon, which is good, and then Samurott, and I guess technically Toucannon. Fairy resist also just Heatran, and I guess Clodsire. That's his point. It's just got a lot of weaknesses. Just a lot of common good types are.
None of these mods make sense together. It's literally just wasted points.
Build around Zama, Samurott, Lele, and maybe Sinistra.
That's what I'm saying. You can keep that. Actually, why is both Claude and Hippo here? Like,
that's what I'm saying.
No wonder there's no ground types. Stop.
Because these fuckers keep taking like 3 of them, and it's like, can you stop? Like,
exactly. Yo, my boy Ace needs one of them.
Everybody keeps taking Dark Meat, where we have multiple Dark types on like one team, so that all the Darks are poverty. What?
You know what this reminds me of? Remember when we did 2 quarterback system in our fantasy football league, and we were running into like fucking Daniel Jones is starting? That's what this feels like with grounds and darks lately, dude.
There's just nothing left.
Just nothing.
16-man and everyone's doubling up on dark types, and it's
I'm starting Will Levis for 4 weeks.
Listen,
bro.
all I'm saying is, Corey, Ace and I will gladly take that Hippowdon off your hands. We'll glad.
Anyway, where do you want to rank this? I don't think very high.
I'm not joking. I would probably put this below Tox.
What's Tox's team again? There's more pieces on Corey's team.
To be fair, I was thinking about the fixes. Yeah, no, definitely put this above.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you think you got the fixes in your mind. Okay, who's at the Tox?
Ace. I think I would rather have this than Ace's team.
I think I would have more fun with Ace's team, but
I don't disagree.
I think I think he has a really strong
See,
synergy, like really strong
I think
bond, but I think Ace's team works
no.
better.
See. I think the thing that makes this hard is that I have a clear picture with Corey's team, whereas Aces, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how it could play out because I feel like it could go well, but at the same time, maybe there's some shit that I'm missing, and I'll just we'll get body bagged. But so it's like it's easier for you to have a clear picture with Corey's team compared to
Do you
Aces.
value? I
But
guess.
I think
Do you
Aces
value
team could
Hammerot?
cook.
Do you value Hammerot Zama Lele over Paul plus the other Cavaliers?
Aircross still Steeler.
Yeah.
I mean, I would rather take
I'd
Pope
rather-
plus Mega Hera
I
over.
would take Corin's team personally, so I guess James, it kind of comes up to you.
Yeah, you choose. I'm fine with either choice. I don't know.
You're right. It's we're
I
not
think-
we're kind of what's it called?
I think
splitting
I'm gonna
hairs.
take. I think I'm gonna take Ace because I just don't. I hate the fillers on Corin's team, but
Okay.
I don't feel like
It's
that's like
like I said,
it's a
it's
coin flip. I don't
0.5.
feel
It's
confident,
0.5.
you know what I mean, I could be just totally wrong. Yeah.
That's what. No, that's what I'm saying. Ace's team is more unknown, but I think there's potential there. But it's like
I think the
Corey's team
ceiling's
just a
higher.
clear image.
Yeah.
All right.
This is. I think this is fine.
I'm cool with this.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. Is there anything that stands out? Maybe we look at
I think
the
there's a
Keegan
huge
Max.
gap between 5 and everybody else.
The Keegan Max thing was so close. I don't really, it's kind of just up to preference. So, yeah, I like it. I think, you know what? I feel pretty solid about it. Shout out to Ace. Found a way to not be bottom 4. Look at him.
I would say 5. There's like I would say 7 and massive gap everybody else, and then I think this I don't know. I think it's a lot of the teams are fixable. I think the bottom 12 down are the unfixables minus Tox.
Nah, I don't agree with that. I think Tox, Corin, Ace are I think they're
I
all
just struggle with Corin fixing just because there's nothing out there anymore.
yeah, but
I guess,
come on. At that point, we're just I think you can get there if you really wanted to.
Sure.
But yeah, I think that's gonna do it. If you'd like to get your screenshot in, go ahead. But we're gonna wrap this bitch up. Once again, I just want to say thank you. What,
Go
James?
ahead. Go ahead.
All right.
I'm gonna have some closing thoughts when you're done.
Sure. I mean, I just want to say thank you to James, obviously, my goat, my co-host and co-owner of the league, my goat. Make sure you follow him on Twitter, JK, on YouTube and Twitch.
I gotta
Win
get a
Raisers.
Twitter at this point.
I'm telling you, man. I keep sending you memes, and then you have to just browser that shit. It ain't gonna happen anymore. Plug the merch. I'm not plugging. No, we don't have updated
Make sure
merch.
to get your NCL cock rings coming soon. 3
and
different sizes.
Anyway, thank you to Jamal for helping out once again, co-host of the pod. Appreciate you, bro. And shout out to everyone who watched. especially people like Ace, who was here the whole time, and Omar, all the goats in there.
Yeah, we
Koinu,
had a show up.
Harris.
We had a lot of people at one point.
Yeah, we were at, I believe, 18 in the audience, so we were killing it. Also, Jamal disconnected, so I'm not sure what happened to him. We lost our goat, but we do appreciate him
Okay.
regardless. And
I got
what
some
did you want to
closing
say?
notes. Okay, so just like we did for D1, when we close up this pod, we're going to allow a 3-hour grace timer. If you would like help, let us know. But remember, there's only so many of us, so give us time. We will try and help you guys to the best of our ability. But this is the time for you guys to help fix. We're doing something a little special for you guys since Mystery had a lot of what's the feedback from past PRs of hey, I'd really like to fix my team and see what you guys think in a turn like that. So take our advice with a grain of salt. Like I said, remember, this is constructive criticism. We love you guys. We want to see you be successful. So take that as you will. Remember, let's fix the stuff, and then PRs will be posted. I had something else I was going to say. I'm sorry. My brain's blanking a little bit. But yeah, 3-hour grace. 3 hours. That's what you guys get. If you're here, you get special treatment. And just a little thank you to guys for an amazing season 10.
Oh, just Snorlax is back. We gotta get him Our goat is here. Come back. There he is.
I hate Discord. Anyway,
We need to move to Skype. True.
But-
True.
so
I do
true.
want to do a big shout out. Want to do a big shout out. He
Shout out.
us out. True. Big shout out to Mystery for doing this. He does really care about you guys in this league. So, like I said, take what he says with a grain of salt. You know, take like what he says as he cares. Takes what Jamal says as he cares, even if it's a crash out. But
Listen,
we love you guys.
It's because I
Think
want to
about
see
it.
people
I'm
be
passionate.
successful.
We're
Yeah.
passionate.
Yeah, exactly.
We-
That's what I'm saying. But big. What I'm saying is all love to Mystery. Thank you for hosting this, man.
I got you, bro.
We love you. So, Mystery. Make sure to post the standings for D1 and D2 for like in a PR channel or announcements or something.
All right.
Right.
I got
Listen,
you.
Yeah, just wanted to say appreciate y'all. Listen, honestly, D2, I want to just get a special shout out to y'all. Listen, I know we give y'all a hard time criticizing y'all, but hold on. Some of y'all, actually a good majority of y'all cooked. Y'all did some cooking. Like even more of the bottom teams, y'all got some potential. So you know what? I'm loving that the draft is improving from D2. Good job. Keep up the grind. Keep building up the consistency. You feel me? Gotta just get consistent, and then you'll be a D1. Yes, sir. Because
Also, listen here, you motherfuckers. If you go to Omar and Pickles and they give you these shit teams, and I have to hear about Cleavor one more time, I will find you and I will mail a bomb to your house.
Don't trust
I
the
will kill you
Canadians. Listen, all
Moral of the
D2
story.
coaches. Don't trust the Canadians unless it's Davis Keegan. Okay, he's the only one. He's the only good
the
one.
only
for
good
real.
one. The only good one.
He's one of the good ones.
Anyways, look at Monster's team. No offense, Monster. Your team was dog shit. And look,
I mean-
he's like the top of the fucking thing.
I mean, literally, look at the
We
top
got
four. I
good.
think the top four is so interchangeable with each other. Like, you could argue any of these teams being like one, to be honest.
I agree. I think the top four, there is a bit of a gap after that, but I think the top four is.
Spice said, I just got here. Don't slight Cleavor, bitch.
Oh,
I will
no.
be
No,
slighting
we're
Cleavor.
going to slide Cleveland. Listen, Spice, I know you've been out of the game for a long time, so you're like, oh, he part of the scissor line, so he gotta be good. No, he's dog water. I'm taking Scyther any day. I'm taking
Whoa,
Scissor.
okay, hold on.
I'm taking Scissor. No, I'm
We're
not.
taking baby Scissor. True. My go.
We're taking the humble
Fortress.
Terra last year.
Well, I'm taking. Is that shit come with terror? Hold on. I need.
That's why I said the humble Terra last year.
Say,
The Terra
listen, I'm
Bug last year.
taking. Listen, we have to take Cloth over Cleveland. I'm kidding.
Dude, I
I'm
think
kidding.
fucking Star
That's
Raptor,
well, I'm gonna wrap up the
That's it.
recording. Make sure you follow me on Twitter at Base Mystery. So to me on YouTube, Mystery CD. Follow me on Twitch as well. Same thing. And eventually Jamal will have something to
Razors.
plug.
Follow
I already
me,
plugged you
don't worry.
earlier, but yeah, make sure you follow Windrazers on everything. So appreciate you
worry.
guys. Thank you for all the help and all the support. And hopefully we have an awesome season. The podcast will be coming back weekly. And I guarantee you we will have a playoff pod this season. We're going to do playoffs, so shout
Don't
out to
worry,
you
I'm
guys.
a harass
We're
them
also a
so we
little-
can do
little-
this. Don't worry.
the
Well,
plan
forward
right
to you
now. The
guys.
plan right now is record Tuesdays, upload Wednesdays. So be ready.
Yep.
Don't worry,
Please do not
chat.
ask us 15 times. We're doing this for you guys. We want to do this, but please,
Yeah, if
please,
I get added,
do not
hold
ask.
on. If y'all add me 10 million times, I will
Where's the
DDoS
pod? Where's
y'all.
the
Don't
pod?
worry.
Where's the pod? I
Yeah,
the amount of
look-
DMs I got last season. I know.
Bro,
I know.
Y'all addresses will be leaked, okay? Watch out. Watch out.
Anyway, we're gonna wrap up the recording there. Thank you, everybody. And
Why did I get that?
peace
that
out.
shade?
Bye bye.